Good evening, one and all. It's Wednesday, it's the middle of the week, and that of course means it's time for some more good old Warframe. Welcome on in, one and all. Hope you're doing well where you are around the world. My favourite part of releasing any guide on YouTube whatsoever has always got to be the people who can't help but say I have forgotten everything in Warframe. No individual comment says I've forgotten everything, but if ever there is something to mention, it is often prefaced with, "You forgot." Me? I forgot? About 2% of the time they're correct. The other 98% of the time, you chose to omit something.
23 months, and still can't come up with a message.
Oh, it's fine, Cosmo. It's absolutely fine. Better to say little than to say more than you need, eh? All the same, Cosmo, thank you very much for 23 months of support on the channel here. I really do appreciate that. Cheers indeed. Oh, yes indeed. So, in case you ain't guessed, one, there's been a video I put out on YouTube. It's very recent. It involves the concrete boy right here. Two, there are quite a few comments on it. Because yes, I did omit one detail. One detail, they'll have you know. Never mind the fact that I've omitted probably about 1,000 details. We can go over that in a moment. But I omitted one crucial detail. That there is a basic bitch interaction between two abilities that doesn't actually matter. So, before we get into Grimoire today, I would like to quickly address this. And I'm going to try and tone this back just a teeny tiny little bit. I'm going to try and tone it back so that we can, you know, make a good impression of this. Then I'll switch back to full Stark. For just a moment. We can do this, you know? So, this is the interaction a lot of people have been making comments about. If I just beam these at the moment, we can see they kind of explode for a bit. And yeah, they're just going to kind of damage each other. Now, you see the thing is here is that these are elite lancers. Despite being level 195 in Steel Path, they take a heck of a lot of damage from radiation. So to that one commenter who suggested that radiation is a poor choice for Corvex and he could really do with something like viral or corrosive, I did no priming. I did no setup. I literally just pointed one ability in the direction of these guys and they're almost dead and there's just 3 of them. Yeah, radiation ain't the problem, mate. Using it wrong. So what we're going to have to do instead, to make this a little bit more demonstrable, is bring out some troopers who are actually strong to radiation. They are much less common in Grimoire missions, but you know, they make for a comparable bit. So, here is the interaction that people are mostly complaining about. I didn't make a mention of the pillar. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to first beam them without hitting the pillar. Yep, we know how this goes. You've seen the video, you've seen Corvex in action. A bit of damage happens. Look at that, cool. Alright, they lost around about, what? 1/3 of their health, a little bit over. Right, now, also hits the pillar. Look at those extra pulses. Look, okay, timed out. I might need to redo that. Might need to slightly redo that, but you'll notice they lost about 1/3 of their health. What do you know? It's almost as if the pillar is doing jack shit. Now, that is a slight exaggeration. It's not that the pillar is doing jack shit. No. It's that the pillar is spreading radiation. The pillar is not spreading volatility any better than a Grimoire unit or any other unit exploding. It's spreading radiation, and then those units are also exploding and spreading volatility themselves. But the thing is, if the pillar wasn't there, but the radiation was, they'd still explode and spread the volatility. So we've gained basically nothing else. All we get is that the pillar might also put a little bit of volatility down the line. Can we get them to spawn where I want them to be? That's great, there we are. So, let's try and get this as a nice, good, clean demonstration. So here we have Yeah, they're exploding. I didn't hit the pillar, so they're just exploding as a matter of course, and they lose about a third of their health. Now we're going to hit the pillar and these guys. You see the pillar is blinking much faster than before, and of course that means a lot more damage. Oh, the blinking has already stopped, and yeah, they lost another third of their health. This is why I didn't mention the pillar in the video, because I don't want to say to people, hey, here's this interaction, use this interaction. It doesn't actually do that much difference. This is why I didn't waste the time on it in the video. Thank you. Right, can someone clip that? Can someone clip that, please? So I can just spam it into the comments, and don't anyone else do it. I will spam it into the comments myself to every single one of the people who are like, but you didn't mention the pillar, the pillar, the pillar. Really? Like how there's another comment. You didn't mention that you can create 2 pillars. I demonstrated it on screen, literally in the pillar section, that you can create 2 pillars. Oh yeah, I'll be doing that as well, Zom. Yeah. I literally demonstrated it in the video, but because I didn't say it, someone feels the need to comment, oh, you didn't say this, you forgot to mention. In fact, what was the wording? I shouldn't be so tilted, but it's actually kind of funny how much this is coming up. These kinds of things. Let's see here. There's a lot of comments, actually. There are a lot of comments. I'm going to search for the number 2. This might help me out. This, in fact, did not help me out. I search for pillar. That might do it. Nope, that did not do it either. Oh my god, there are so many comments. Nope, okay. Maybe this person deleted their comment. It's actually very possible that they did just delete their comment, realizing just how dumb they sounded. Yeah, I actually can't find the comment now. Never mind. They might have reread it and realized just how dumb they were. That works for me. Or maybe I just can't find it in a quick blink. Strange synergy. Someone talking about rack to dark dagger, like that's important? Sure, alright. Level to shields? Sure. Seriously, where has it gone? Oh, I know where it was. It wasn't a top level comment, that's the problem. It was a reply, which is why it also got sent to my notifications. The Kengineer, you also forgot to say that you can put 2 pillars down at one time. There it is. There it is. Not even a top level comment. No, they needed to at me with it in a reply to let me know. Ken, you didn't specifically say that you could do this twice. You did it twice on screen so people could see it, but you didn't specifically say... So, rather than completely freak out over this, I'm gonna let this out. I think a very common thing in stress management, anger management, all of that lot, a very common suggestion is to write down things, right? So what we're going to do right now is we're going to write this down. We are going to write things down, chat, in the most Kengineer way possible with a notepad. Oh yes, indeed. We're going to have a nice, lovely notepad. And you know what we're going to do with this notepad? I'm not even going to zoom it in. I'm not going to increase the font size. We're going to need the space. Things I forgot. Forgot in the Corvex video. Are you ready? Are you steady? Don't give me any suggestions. I'm going to go through all the things I forgot, so I don't need your suggestions. It's the ones I forgot. Ready? I forgot to mention Corvex uses Entrati Lanthorns. so I should mention where and from what they drop. Corvex's slow speed. I didn't state the speed. I didn't show his shield hit points. I didn't show his energy pool. I didn't mention his innate polarities. I didn't mention the former on the aura slot. Fun fact, I only mentioned how many former were needed, not where I put the former. I didn't mention the damage values on his 1, 2, and 3. I didn't mention the duration of them. I didn't mention the range on the 1. I didn't call out the umbral set increases its own strength. I didn't mention the Rector Dark Dagger. You see, I'm missing a lot of things here. I don't know why I'm putting I didn't mention all the way. I can just skip that. So, I forgot. I forgot. Let's go with this. All right then. Wonderful. Let's see. What else have we got here then? Didn't mention exact pacing increase on pillar. Didn't mention the LOS on the pillar is weighted to the base, but weirdly, again putting the dimensions, simulacrum bugs out when switching on and off Corvex with his 3 active. Beams have issues with doors. Beams can sometimes make enemies take no damage in the Netra cells. Let's see, what else did I not mention? Oh, yeah. Didn't give a base damage equation to account for total explosions over a given number of enemies, bringing in the triangle number escalation equation, which is, by the way, an actual thing. Fated Fates, thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime. Welcome into the channel proper, my dude. Enjoy that lovely blue sub badge. Your emotes, your access to the supporter tea lounge, that is the premium channel over on my Discord, and no more ads for you. Chat, did I forget anything from my subscriber welcoming message there? You think you have a good one? No, that's not great. It's all things I forgot. We've got to stick to the things that I forgot. The things that I know about, but I forgot. Forgot to mention fleeting expertise. Other energy generators, like, oh, you know, emergence, dissipate, rage, because I mentioned Hunter Adrenaline, but I didn't mention rage, you know, that's a slightly easier to fit mod, could have mentioned that one. Didn't mention, let me see here, Well of Life, didn't mention Dispensary, I didn't mention Nourish, oh yeah, can't be forgetting Nourish now, whoa, whoa, yeah, ha! Nourish! Ah, a video without mentioning Nourish, how can you ever do that? Oh, yeah, ha! Let's see, other energy generators, it's just a long list of them. Didn't mention, just Pillage. Pillage just gets its own line, you know, Pillage. Gotta remember to make a note of those kinds of things as well. Let's see then, what else did we not cover? Oh yes, unique dash animation. Again, I'm not looking at the chat for any of this. This is all straight from me, because these are things I forgot. So unique dash animation. Didn't mention Murmur are weak to radiation, which is his kind of theme, you know. It keeps on going on. Yo, Sir Bucci, thank you very much for raiding on in with your stream there. How have you been today? How's your stream been? I'm currently having a little bit of a teeny tiny slight rant breakdown over the things I supposedly forget in videos. But welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're all doing well. And this is just a quick spritz into the kind of things I didn't mention. You know what's funny as well is that people talk about how I didn't mention the 4 hitting the 1. No one seems to be mentioning about how the 2 hits the 1 as well. You know? Yeah. I forgot. No. I just want a video that doesn't go 5 hours long mentioning every possible interaction in the game. That's why I forget to mention these details. Heaven help us if I have to spend a video explaining all of the interactions that some creator somewhere, somehow, maybe, or someone on Reddit could have possibly mentioned, which doesn't actually fucking matter. My favourite of all of them, though, my favourite of all the details, has to be the person who wrote the wiki page on Crucible Blast. Have any of you read the Crucible page? Crucible Blast page on the wiki? Any of you read what it says? Let me, just for understandability of what's going on here, let me read through a very crucial section on this wiki page. It says, when 2 or more irradiated enemies explode near each other, each additional irradiated enemy in the chain reaction adds an extra 7, bold and underlined, nuclear explosions until the reaction subsides. Yep, that's what it says. 7 for each extra enemy, 7. And you know what's really interesting? Is that we can test that. We can test that in all of a couple seconds, actually. Doesn't take that long. Because if we beam one of them, 1 explosion, 2 explosions, and that's it done, because you've watched my video and you know that means it's done. So now let's, I'm going to get a weapon that's not going to blap these guys into the next world. Because my Observe is very, very powerful. Let's grab a little bit of quick radiation. I have a Ignis Wraith set up precisely to make loads of weak radiation. It's very good for demonstrations. So now, there we are, primed. We had 2, so it should be 9 according to the wiki. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. We didn't get 7 more. We didn't even get 7! People are at me about not mentioning the really piss water interaction between the pillar and these guys here. Bloody ass wiki is straight up lying to you in a easily demonstrable manner. Look at that. I beamed the fucking pillar. Hurrah, we beamed the pillar. Look at that. Way, booms, explosions. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. We take off. Yep, about a third of the hit points. Cool, that's great. And now if we don't shoot the pillar, we take off about... How much? Oh yeah, it's going to be about a third of their hit points. Pillar don't do shit. Or rather, it does, but it doesn't do enough. Let's go with the dumbest comment. This one's on the wiki, Cosmo. This is someone wrote on the wiki prior to my video. Prior to, I don't even know how far back. I had to quickly look at the history and was like, oh, this is unnavigable. But someone did all of 0 testing, got some amount of explosions and went, clearly when there are more enemies, it adds 7 per enemy. That's how it works. The slightest testing could prove that was wrong. The slightest. Someone with the username that looks like the sound of a hammer hitting concrete. My brain can be smooth sometimes. How does punch through work with AoE weapons? It doesn't. If you're meaning like the actual radius, the radius doesn't increase. It doesn't affect the the blast, because all blasts have just total... what's it? Total pass-through of terrain anyway. Like, if I go here, you see it still hits those guys. Or that guy there in range. So yeah, I hope this has made it painfully clear for anyone as yet still curious about the interaction between Corvexes 1 and 4. It doesn't matter. Thank you. Yeah, slightly, little bit tilted there. That shows 130 viewers have to spread the word. Like I say, there should be a clip, and if there's not a clip, I can go back through and I'll grab the clip myself. Point is that I'm going to personally put that into the comment section, pinned and against every single one who's like, but why not mention that? Because it's shit. And here's the video proof as to why. Shut up. Yeah. Imagine if someone tuned in exactly that moment, just heard it doesn't matter out of context. The chances are someone did, actually, Shock. The chances are someone did tune in at near enough that moment. Because I think typically people tune in around every 5 seconds on this channel. There is a new person on average every 5 seconds. Which is also why I can't constantly go back to repeat myself. Yeah. Is it 5 or 15? Oh wait, sorry, I think it's like every 10-15 seconds one comes in. It's 5 on really busy streams. Is that meant to be... How... 007 Skate Punk? I just... No, who... Mr. Punk over here saying the benefit of shooting the one, it's a stationary target. Not saying it's a good reason, but it's valid. Oh, there are plenty of reasons. It's a stationary target. It's a target that you have control as you know where you're going to be looking to shoot it. It is still another target valid for causing a little bit of volatility to spread, which can further enhance the distribution of the effect of the 4. Also, just placing it somewhere will cause enemies to become red procced, such that the explosions can reach them through walls and cause it to spread further anyway, regardless. The general point of it is that it happens to do rad procs, and rad procced enemies can become volatile. That's it. That is 99% of the interaction. The other 1% is little fiddly bits. Like, oh, well, you can aim at it because you know it's there. 99% is the rad procs, and then there are only line of sight rad procs, which is worse than just the general 4 interaction. But, nope. Plenty of people feel the need to point out, but you can hit the one. Yeah. And if I mention it, all the noobs who haven't watched other people's guides will go, oh, hitting the one is the thing I'm supposed to be doing then. No. No, spreading the radiation is the thing you're supposed to be doing. Aiming to hit the one is actually a drawback. Because if you have line of sight on the pillar, that means there is a section of where the pillar is covering you also have line of sight on. When ideally you want the pillar just out of sight, get to the enemies which are completely out of sight, so you can beam the ones that are in sight, they explode, hit the ones out of sight, and it spreads further like 3 times your total coverage. As I demonstrate in the video as well. You know, those who watch the gameplay, which I don't put in there just for the fun of it, but actually see it in action, kind of figure that out. But some people need me to spell that out. Tilt Detector, that is a very fitting name right now. Tilt Detector say Jakku and Mending Unity and Phosphor Blau. Work, you think? For what? Sorry, mate. I'm not actually sure what your question is. Chuck say, also in the video you said that the 4's explosion damage scales off rad procs and at 4 in group of enemies 10 rad procs in 10, 20, 30, 40, but I don't get how that works. Chuck. Crucible Blast. Explosion damage per status. 250 base, increases with strength. That damage. It's specifically that damage right there on the ability. I say in the video, I explain, you have a base damage on the explosion. If the enemy is rad procced, which they will because you shot them with a beam. But if they are rad procced, they will also increase the damage based on the number of rad procs on them. And then it scales from there. How can it fit 20 times if rad has a cap? Because it's not the... Okay. Let's scale this back, Chalk. Each time an enemy explodes, the damage added to that explosion by their rad procs, is then also added to all the other explosions that follow after it. So if all the enemies have 10 rad procs on them, the first one that explodes with a bonus of 10 rad procs. The second one explodes with a bonus of 10 rad procs, plus the 10 from the first one that exploded. The third one that explodes with the 10 from itself, plus the 20 from the other two that explode that gets added into it. Yeah, it's added to the damage, yeah. It keeps on going up. So you get 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, so on, until you run out of enemies or you run out of explosions. In the demonstration I did where we had 4 enemies and they exploded a total of 18 times, if I primed them all with 10 rad procs, and there was a reason I didn't, they would have evaporated. If I primed them all with 10 rad procs, then by the 18th explosion, it would be dealing 180 times the explosion damage per status on top of the base explosion damage, which is only 2 status worth. So here, I probably accidentally hit my microphone stand and it shook. Sorry, it comes through a lot on there. My bad. I try not to be too animated because if I shake things, it comes through the microphone. That's one downside of my setup. But yeah. Daitai saying, I know it's off topic, but may I see your regulator build? I was trying to make a full armor strip Mesa, can't seem to get it right. Daitai, didn't I put one in the Emerald Archon Shard video? I did, yeah. I've already got you covered, my dude. It's in the Emerald Archon Shard video, along with the explanation as to how it can full strip. In addition to also the Mesa build. It's all there together for you. This is the first Corvix fashion that makes sense to you? Oh, thank you. It just seemed to kind of, you know, make sense. Have the yellow warning paint, but it's been really scuffed with time, like it's been sandblasted, radiation blasted. It just kind of fit. Zom saying, I recommend Terrify personally. I don't know what you're recommending it for, when, to whom, but sure. Probably to Mesa. Because you're definitely not recommending it on Corvix, that would be dumb. That would be very, very dumb to do. Also, I even went to the effort of 5 tau forging, and not a single comment was about that flex. I mean, come on. Come on. Corvix's feet look like those things used to race cars, but the carjacks. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Can you see my Revenant fashion frame? Sure, yeah. Yeah, so here is default Revenant because I like it. And here is what happens... Sorry, not this one. Here is what happens when people complain about my fashion. Takes a moment to load. There you are. How's that then? Corvix any good? No, he's terrible. I did a whole video on him. Never play him. Don't touch him. Don't even watch the video. There's no point. Just kidding. Go watch the video. You'll find out that was all a lie. Right. But we're not using Revy today. I mean, we might use Revy later, but not right now. Can we see your Brook Prime build? Nope. I'm done taking questions about random builds today. We're done. We can move on to far more interesting things now. Second stream you catch live, you greet with this Revenant. Oh, and host TV. You know what? For that... I mean, for that right there, that was a mistake, wasn't it, chat? That was a mistake. There it is. That's the truest fashion on this channel. You want to complain about my Revenant fashion, you get a Grendel fashion. Please enjoy, appreciate, and ingratiate yourself with Fairy Grendel. He is absolutely fabulous, and he loves you. That's just gross? Yeah, yes it is. Beautiful. There's Ticker's Grendel. It is certainly one of the Grendels of all time, yes. You're gonna be sick? Excellent. I think my fashion frame is pretty sick as well. And with that, Unhost wants to be timed out, so we'll pop you off for that. Bye-bye. I have zero sympathy about using time out yourself these days, considering that time out yourself literally says time out yourself now. It's not even slightly funny codified. So I know whoever's clicking it is either intending to or a muppet. So we're good. I should get banned for this? Pfft. If I was going to get banned for my fashion, I would have been preemptively banned before I got here. There would have been warnings from other MMOs about the fashion I have done. That would have done it. There would have been a class action lawsuit against me for my fashion crimes if I could get banned for having bad fashion. So yeah. Right. Let me update the stream title now because we know there's no red text and we know that I've gone through the point to make, so we no longer need to threaten that. Book stuff, yeah. The Grimoire. Definitely not pronounced Grimoire. Definitely Grimoire. This crazy thing with a bunch of crazy mods that does a crazy bunch of stuff. I don't even know what this is here for. I think I used it for leveling and then walked away. I had other stuff to do. So I'll be quite honest. I am kind of coming at this relatively blind. Relatively. British man pronouncing stoof correctly. I'm stunned. Stoned. Yeah. Nectar Invocation. Alternate fire increases ability efficiency. 4% for 20 seconds for each enemy hit. Stacks up to 15 times. Honestly, that's actually quite useful. Alt fire increases duration. Alt fire increases strength. Alt fire increases energy regen. You need to get these mods? Yeah. Buying them from players or just buying them packed from DE outright is probably going to be your fastest way. And we got the Canticles. Killing enemies grants allies in affinity range shield recharge and minus recharge delay. I gotta say, that one does not sound impressive. That one sounds... It's a buff, but like, if you're shield recharge tanking, you probably want more than those numbers. And if you're not shield recharge tanking, those numbers are just not going to do a lot for you. Yeah. Patches, cheers. And yes, killing doesn't mean killing. Yeah, we'll get to that. We will absolutely get to that. Jakku Canticle. Killing enemies reduces the armor and shields of other enemies within affinity range by 5%. Affinity range being 50 meters by default. That is pretty nice. And now I see what someone's meaning about Jakku plus other stuff. Yep. That would allow for higher range interactions. Potentially, we can test that. Kra! Enemies have a 12% chance to drop a universal orb on death. Decent sustain potential. And look, killing enemies grants allies within range extra fire rate. Cool. Cool. Dante being able to use multiple of these mods will be interesting. Oh yeah, the fact you could put all of them on there, or maybe like skip the really unhelpful ones, like skip the fast one here to instead put multi-shot or whatever you need to interact with it. That could be kind of wild. That could get really wild. So, with that in mind, allies, this has got to give it to yourself as well, Cosmo, yeah. I think usually speaking, when it says allies, it means you and allies. Because you are an ally of yourself, in a sense. But let's give it a trial. Let's see what happens. So if we shove those down there out of the way. Let's just quickly test the effectiveness of each of these. Now, I think to get started, let's avoid multi-shot shenanigans. Let's avoid that shenanigans. Just get some base functionality testing going. Yeah, Zom, I'm going to hear that about 5,000 times today, but thank you as well. This is one of the reasons I've waited a while to come across dealing with the Grimoire, is because there was the weirdy schmeardy interactions going on, and I'll be honest, I wasn't sure if that was going to be considered a bug or not. D are not very great at communicating their intent when it comes to features, and so we just end up finding out down the line, oh, turns out it was bullshit. I have screen shake turned off. I'm not sure why casting a spell has such recoil. But, yeah. That's fine, Zom, it's fine. Alright, so, first thing I want to test. We just grab ourselves one trooper. First thing I would like to test is the interaction on, does it multi-strike enemies over time or something? Yeah, that definitely ticked him twice. That went for than 8%. Definitely ticked twice. And hitting him is definitely increasing the charge on this as well, so that's cool. These are just some fundamentals, but we're clearing up the fundamentals before moving on to the rest of it. So I throw that there and it then sit on him? Yeah, okay, so that's got 20, 24, 28%. That reached 28% on the Netra invocation. Increases ability efficiency when striking enemies of alternate fire. So one enemy and it still gave 7 procs of it. Think the alt fire was bugged and didn't take into account multi-shot? Well, we're about to test that. And verified multi-hit counts on the same enemy, so now let's verify multi-shot. And we can just simply slap in a basic multi-shot mod. At least double the shots. Do I have drops on? Nope. Does Twitch claim I have drops on? It's a common thing, but is it claiming it today? It's not claiming it, no! Hey, there we are, it worked. I can actually turn on the bot that tells you it's not got drops again. Thank you for reminding me to reactivate that command. Now that is fully applicable. Okay. Oops, I have accidentally spawned another enemy. I didn't mean to do that. Wasn't thinking. Okay, so let's see. If I point it this way and just see what happens on the other HUD. 4%, 8%. Ooh, okay. So yeah, it was going up 1 tick worth at a time, not 2. Interesting, interesting. And the alt fire, we're going to want to use it for these mods rather than the damage. So that's important. Now it does feel like multi-shot is charging that faster though. That guy was getting here. Let's see. I want to test as well. Is it multi-shot enhancing the damage? That's an important question. And to test that, we're going to want something that has... Actually, we could just test it on the trooper. We could just test it direct. Let me fix out this. Multi-shot supposedly increases the chaining length of the alt fire. Hypersigos, when you say chaining length, you're quoting that. I don't know where you're quoting it from or what the definition is you're using there. Could you give a little more detail on that? Take the viral off of this so that just doesn't proc. So if I fire a projectile, I'm seeing A lot of hits there, to be quite honest with you. I think there's a direct... Is there a direct hit and then an AoE hit? What am I seeing there? Yeah, damage and radial. Okay, cool. What's curious is that 120 multi-shots, so we should be seeing 4 hits or 6 hits. That was 5. Ah, but there was the electric proxy. It was 4 plus 1. Yeah, no, that's working fine. Okay, cool. So, multi-shot hit with the orb. First. Be audience 4793. Thank you very much for dropping that prime sub over here. Welcome to the channel, prop, my dude. Cheers indeed. From patch notes, don't intentionally myself. Someone is saying from patch notes, multi-shot mods will now properly increase alt-fire's chain depth. Okay, we'll look into what the hell that means in a moment. So if I just beam this guy, damage 32, 102. 32, 102. That's the numbers we're looking at there. 32, 102. The 102 being a crit. 32, 102. And that's with guaranteed multi-shot. So 32, 102. Now let's go without that. And see what we get. $32, 102. Yeah. There we go. So, multi-shot is not enhancing the damage, and it's not enhancing the buff we get. So the only thing it could be enhancing then is... I'm not entirely sure, actually, I'll be quite honest with you. Hyperstick suggesting I think the alt-fire projectile zaps enemies periodically, and that zap can change to other enemies. Okay, well we wouldn't have seen that with one, so let's have a look. Let's grab a bunch more, see what happens. There we go, got a whole bunch of guys. So this is no multi-shot. Oh yes, there is definitely some chaining effect going on there. Yes, there was a chain going 1, 2, 3. That was very clearly visible. Let's just use this guy to recharge. He won't die because I'm using water balloon damage. There we go. If I aim at just this guy... Yeah, that is definitely chaining across there. Okay, cool. So if we got 2 chains happening there, now we put on the multi-shots. People are suggesting the chain depth. We'd expect the chain to go further. What do we get? There it is! Chain does indeed go further. Okay, cool. So, does that chain make it where the invocation happens quicker? Like, do we get more stacks and hit the max sooner? That'd be the question. Where do you get invocation mods? So all the tome mods, I believe, are from Alchemy, I want to get? No. Or is Alchemy Tenekai? Shit. Mirror Defense. Mirror Defense. Okay, yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Mirror Defense, yeah. Okay, so... let's see how quickly this stacks. We've got 5 enemies, but I'm only going to be aiming at 1. 20%, 40%, 60%, full stack. There it is. Okay, so that is the importance of it. Multi-shot does not increase the ticks we get per enemy, but it does increase the length of the chain beyond the orb to hit other enemies. Very important. Now, of course, D are going to be really nice and put the range of the chain in the stats in the arsenal so that we can understand the features of our weapon nice and simply, right? So the range is the special feature of the weapon. No, it's not showing. It's if we go to the it's not in the description. D, why are you like this? Why are you like this? Does multi-shot increase charge time of alt fire? Decreases, in that you hit multiple times with standard fire to speed up the main fire. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna use a very precise and technical means of separating the enemies to give a bigger separation between them. This is extremely technical separation here. I understand it might be going over your heads, but just bear with me. So we've doubled the range between them now. Very, very tough stuff to do, I know. Well, now that is interesting. I may have unintentionally found the exact range. Because this guy was chaining off of this guy, and they are just under 2 tiles apart. But these two are 2 tiles apart and near enough bang on. Oh, okay. So if I give this guy a little shiswami over there, that puts him the same distance away now, maybe slightly less. We'll just get a little bit of charge. I'm not going to shoot them, so I keep them in the same place. Is this going to do it now? Your boy's a genius. There you go. Alright then, so the spread range is just slightly less than 2 tiles. By pure chance, it works! Look at that. If I... yeah, put the marker on the guy. Because it should be from body height, right? Yeah, so it's an 8-meter spread range. 8 meters. Wonderful! Would fulmination increase that range more? Let's find out. There is an easy way to check that. If I Slamerinos here, that should stagger them apart. Yep, they are definitely more than 2 away. We can confirm this here if I go... whabam. Yep, definitely not chaining. Let's see if fulmination can increase that. I doubt it, but let's try. We'll just slap that on there. 44% increase in range with a 2-tile range, approximately, would come out to a 2.88 tile range. These guys are definitely within 2.88 tiles. No effect. The sphere is not bigger, the chain is not bigger. No effect. Science complete. Fulmination, no good. We can get rid of that one. Whew, we are crashing through these things. Alright then, what about projectile speed? I doubt that's going to have an effect, but you never know. You never know. Well, it had an effect, but not one that's of interest to us. Okay then. How does additional multi-shot affect it? We just covered that, but welcome in. Multi-shot makes it where the chain can chain multiple times over. And it allows you to gain charge quicker on the standard attack. But the superpower itself doesn't hit multiple times with multi-shot. And it doesn't deal damage multiple times. Alright, let's get rid of that. Sinister Reach, yeah. Nothing on that one. There are no range increases. It's just within affinity range popping off of those. So yeah, right then. We've narrowed down a lot of details very quickly there about this. Very, very quickly. The next thing to bring up is the killing enemies has an effect thing. So, we just slap that one onto there, and then stick with the Fenmore, and a bunch of these troopers. This should work very well. Would Sinister Reach work with this? I feel like you've just tuned in. I don't even know how you managed to get that question by just tuning in, because I searched it seconds ago. No. Going to the wiki? Yeah. The wiki is 98% accurate, and we're testing on the stream here, so we might as well just test it. Alright then. Let's do, first of all, affect them all. Just make it where all of them are affected. Yep, every single one of them has got an electric proc. That's brilliant. They've all been affected by it. We wait for the procs to run out. I'm seeing if there's any kind of permanent marker on them. Don't think your armor's gone down, has it? Nope. So far, not seeing armor values dropping. And that was the one I equipped, wasn't it? Yeah. So let's do this again. Whilst it's in effect. Maybe I should equip a different one. What one did I equip there? Yeah, let's equip a different one. Let's see if there's one that's a little bit more visible. Good recharge. Fire rate. Will it show on the UI? I want it to show on the UI, so just weaken the heck out of this one. Just going to guarantee what I'm expecting to see first. Okay, so yeah, that does show on the UI, so we know what we're looking for on that one. That's good. So if I zap all of these and then just kind of immolate. Nope. Yeah, so that's not triggering it. So looks like if anything's going to happen, we do need the buck out. So if I now summon my clone whilst I have the buck out, and the clone doesn't derp out because he's got a glaive. Come on, bro, you're embarrassing me. Oh, that didn't trigger it either. Bite. Put a shot on the dude. Oh, he's got to get through that armor. Let me help him out on that one. Come on. Sometime this century will be nice. Give me a little bit of help here. I couldn't tell if I activated that or not there. That's unfortunate. Okay, that time I didn't, and it didn't. Because I didn't refresh it. God, he is so bad with his glaive. What is he doing? The absolute lemon. It's a melee weapon you're missing in melee range. This is... This is like a Tenno lava lamp. It just keeps going. I'm actually impressed as to just how bad this is. Bro! Please! Oh! He gave up. Alright, yeah. That's valid. That's valid. If I step away a bit, will that alter his AI enough? We've got to go further. Teleport it over. It runs in. I've changed his pathing now. Oh my god, this is... How? Okay, if I switch to melee for a moment. Okay, he shot it. And he's back to being an idiot. Okay, I'm gonna have to give him a different melee weapon. He just doesn't know how to use this. Oh boy. Okay. Inadam. You can't go wrong with the Inadam, surely. It is functionally impossible to go wrong with the Inadam. Inadam versus an armor-stripped, nearly dead trooper. Do it. There we are. Okay. Nothing happened. So that is an interesting point of data right there. Let's just get one trooper at a time again. Again, go for the armor strip to help him kill faster. Okay, that was a heck of a lot faster. Never mind. What are we testing? I don't know. What's in the stream title? That's usually where I look for suggestions. He's just going to carve that up, isn't he? Yep, alright. That's good. Cool, so now we know the Wukong can definitely fight this thing properly. We can get back to normal testing. So if I take a single shot at it, and then Wukong just kind of goes to town. That activated the Canticle. Okay, cool. Good, we're getting somewhere. Let's spawn 2 of these guys in. I'm going to put a single shot onto both of them. So he's going to kill that first one. Canticle activates. He's going to fight the second one. Canticle did not reactivate. Interesting. The timer did not reactivate or reset. Okay, okay. Let's get a group of them. That's what I'm getting at somewhere. Let's paint them all. So now they're all affected. Let's wait for him to start getting some kills. That did not activate it. That did not activate it. Has it been too long since I hit them? Maybe that's it. Alright. So which one is he going to attack? This one here. No, wait. This one. Shit. Choose one! Okay, he's killed that one. I killed... that was too quick. I didn't have time to read what was happening. Killing means assist with a book. It's looking like it. So it's going to go for this one. Gonna wait for that to activate the Canticle. Oh, it might have taken too long there. Yeah, he took too long. If I shoot that now, there's no proc on it, but I shot it. I'll shoot it again, put a proc on it. That activated it. Yep. What is the window on this? Why is there no marker on them? Okay, so I shot him. Again, Wukong's taking a moment. Didn't activate. And then this one will activate. We know how this goes. Yeah. Come on. Okay. Come on, Kongi. Get it a little bit down, and then I'll join in. Little strike on it, got the electric proc. That triggers it. Gonna strike it. And that reset the timer. Okay, so it does reset the timer after all. It's just there is an invisible timer for the interaction from my side. Okay, gonna let the Wukong get going. I'm gonna try and... yeah, there was a non-proc hit. Oh, well, I think that was too soon. Okay. Damaging proc. Okay, I pulled the Wukong away. That's good. Really weak. That might kill it. Damaging proc. Alright. So what I'm trying to get here is a setup to test it without a damaging proc from the Grimoire when it's about to die. So he's choosing this one, that's good. That got an electric proc, invalid test. Come on. Electric proc, invalid test, god damn it. Try with more status? I want to try without status at the moment. Do I currently have multi-shot on here? Because if so, let's take that off. Yeah, I do. Okay, let's take that off. The status chance is 26%. There's nothing we can do about that other than to take off the multi-shot. Okay, he's going in. Getting to work on it. He's going to hit in. No electric proc. Did trigger Canticle. Okay, so it's hidden. It's not just whilst the status is active, it is straight up a hidden timer. And again. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we've tested there that striking the enemy is required. And there is an invisible timer which counts when your assist is on that. And it looks like that timer is probably in the order of maybe like 6 seconds, but it might be higher. Don't know how I'm going to be able to test the length of that timer. Yeah, I think that to test the timer I'd need to bring someone else in, which is not something I'm looking to do right now, but we know there is a timer there. I'll get the minutiae of that down later. The length of the timer isn't that important. It's the knowledge that you have to get involved with the Grimoire for it to matter. Merely having the Grimoire out isn't enough. You must engage the enemy for it to count an assist with the Grimoire. No, wait, no, there was something I didn't test. Actually, now I think about it. Okay. Didn't activate. Didn't activate. Okay, yeah. It has to be with the Grimoire. Because shooting it with a Fenmore didn't count. Cool. Right. We are getting a lot of details verified here. A lot of details. But the killing enemies grants allies within affinity range, fire rate is incorrect. It's not kills. We know that for certain now. It is assists that count. You can assist yourself just like you can be an ally of yourself, but it has to be an assist within a short time period. That time period is on the order of maybe around 6 seconds. It might be longer, might be 10 seconds. It's not shorter, that's for certain. It's Did I try having the Grimoire out and killing something with my Warframe ability? Not directly. I did test using the ability known as Celestial Twin, but I can test a different Warframe ability. Let's grab that. Grab a trooper. Oh, wrong one. Nah, it's just going to look pretty milky here for a bit. That's fine. Grimoire out. Not used. Smack the guys. No activation. The only thing I activated was my Topaz Shard. I feel like I'm missing a detail between Syl and Cutie Pie here, but fair do. Formulation works with Grimoire? It does not, no. No effect whatsoever we can notice. I mean, it might have... It has an effect on the range... Oh, hang on. Maybe it doesn't affect the visual. It has an effect on that then. Okay, you are dead center of this tile. We know that the tiles are 4 meters each. So if I aim here... Nothing. Let's recharge. Oh shit, I'm staggering him with that, aren't I? Quick recharge, quick charge, come on. There we go. Right, so if I aim here... No, I'm still no bueno on that, but that... It's a... Not even an explosion, but... That is in range. That is in range. Explosion did hit? Did it? I missed that then. It was a very minimal explosion of an effect. Let me just wait for the electric procs to run out over there so we don't get confused by that. Aim for the ammo box. Oh, that reached. Okay. So, it did reach that distance. That was the 8 meters. That's good. I was wondering if the 8 meters would ever apply at all. It does. That's good. So, he's slightly off center. Slightly off center. Aim down the line here. Trying to thread the needle on this difference. Nothing. But the boom did hit. Does the boom have a higher range? Hello, Carly. Welcome on in. Something's weird about that. Something is weird about that, and I don't like it. Okay, this should be without the bonus on the range. If I go a little more than over this line, it shouldn't hit whatsoever. Possible simulacrum bug. Possible simulacrum bug. I got multiple of them testing Corvex. I almost declared Corvex's 3 unable to protect from self-stagger. Turns out that the simulacrum just bugged on me and forgot that he had his 3 up. So it could be a sim bug. Everyone's favourite kind of bug. Okay, dead center of the tile, come across, dead center, that's 8 meters. Connects. So yeah, the radial explosion, which also, by the way, didn't connect there. If I aim this... Oh, I'll need to charge up again. This might be a faster way of charging. There we are. If I aim this right here, can I stop this from bouncing away? Apparently not. That was ineffective. That has gone really far. Yeah, I don't know who people are, Carly, but I would recommend against the Grimoire by the looks of it. The Grimoire? Pfft, against Fulmination. The Grimoire is fine. Fulmination on the Grimoire, that's what I meant. I realised my words were completely wrong there. Is that hitting sooner? God, this is so hard to tell. D, why couldn't you just give us the goddamn information? Why? Why, DE? Why? Why? The mystery is supposed to be in deciding what mods to use and how we play against a faction. The mystery is not supposed to be in, does it even work? One zap, 2 zap, 3 zap, 4 zap. Like a 4 zap's playing it that way. And then if the range increases, I would expect more zappage. Oh wait, no, I'd expect less. Let's take off that now. So I got 4 zaps. now with less range, I am expecting less zappage doing the same thing. One, two, three, four. Same thing. Same. Ooh. Just resub, looks like no notifications after all, even reloading the page. Twitch is going to be like that again. Have you just... Dark Wolf? Nothing's come through on my side. No, I've got no notification of that. Dark Wolf, when you say you've just resubbed, did you resub with your Prime? Sure, I'm saying, not gonna lie, you're very smart at this game. Just wanted to give you your credit. I watched loads of streamers, and YouTube definitely stand out. Well, thank you very much, my dude. I'm glad you appreciate what I do here. Cheers. Oh. And Mirrorlade, thank you very much for gifting a sub over to Fuzzy Acid. Fuzzy Acid, you no longer need to worry about the ads on the channel here for the next 30 days. Not only that, you also have access to emotes, the support T Lounge, and... No, wait, yeah, that's... And you got the lovely badge next to your name. I mixed up my order and I completely forgot where I got to there. Fuzzy Brain. Mirrorlade, thank you very much for doing that. It's absolutely wonderfully you. So, Dark Wolf, not with Prime. Right, Dark Wolf, if it's a recurring sub, or any kind of resub, I think what you need to do, if you're not on your first subscription, is you need to then share your subscription as a chat message, and that's what sends it through. Because the way that Twitch works is that your resub might happen, say, on a Thursday or a Saturday when I'm not streaming, and it doesn't want you to miss out on the resub notification. So you get a chat box to share to say, hey, look, I resubscribed, and that's where you put your message in as well. And that allows you to do it on your time, when you're actually around. That's the best I can think of, so refreshing to get that message to pop up. It says, do you want to share your resub? Yeah, that's the thing, brilliant, exactly, yeah. No notification at all, nothing. So there was no message, no, hey, do you want to share your sub? Because if it doesn't have that, then I've got absolutely nothing to suggest there for you, sorry. Hello to Vanguard, you got yourself a sub? Hey, nice. Make sure you thank whoever sent you that one. It should say in your notifications at the top who sent you it. But yeah, don't worry, Dark Wolf, if it doesn't come up soon, all the same, we'll recognise you. We recognise your contributions. Anyway. So... No eating pizza on stream. We talked about this. If you're going to, you know... You're not supposed to be promoting certain pizza brands, alright? We don't have any kind of agreement with them. So please don't be mentioning any particular pizza brands or pizza delivery companies. Unless they sponsor me, it's all neutral. Alright, Sil? We talked about this. Alright, regardless if it does or doesn't show up, it does give me all the benefits being subbed. Yeah, you still will get all that. I mean, you'd want to have the recognition anyway. You want to. I absolutely understand that. I appreciate it. I wanted to be there for you. So it's annoying when it doesn't work, yeah. You've had pizza and custard donuts. Oh, right. Sorry. Right. Oh, God. You had me really concerned for a moment there. Right. You had pizza... And then you've also had custard donuts. You have not had a donut filled with custard and pizza. Because that's what I first read. And, oh boy. You can see why my reaction is what it was. That does sound gross, yeah. Why did I imagine such a creation? Welcome to the Engineer. This brain is running 100 RPM all the time. Can't stop it. 100 doesn't even sound that fast. 100,000. Big numbers. It's going. Numbers go burr. Yeah. Oh. Umbrelli, no. I've got absolutely nothing on my side from the sub that didn't sub.
Good
Yeah,
evening.
I've got that one. Good evening to you as well, Larag. Good evening to you as well. It's all kicking off. Thank you very much for resubscribing with Prime. 14 months of support on the channel. Really do appreciate that. Cheers indeed. Ken, what are your Fenwar builds like? Brilliant. You should check out my Fenwar guide. Got you covered. Got you covered. Warframe brain rot does become apparent at some point. It's not Warframe brain rot, it's just brain go burr, basically. Brain go burr. Right. So, what else do we need to consider on this? We need to get assist with this for it to matter, but it only needs to be assist, nothing more than that. ADHD brain rot? I mean, there's some kind of spiciness going up there, but we'll leave that one there. What else would you want on this then? I mean, I suppose you can use it as a status primer. You could combine the two effects there, because you're only going to get, excuse me, 2 of these mods on. You can have a canticle, you can have an invocation, but you can't have 2 canticles, and you can't have 2 invocations. Why is Rim disposition so low? Every new weapon has that. All of them. Always. Every time. Pirate multi-shot quicker charges. That does seem like the thing is, doesn't it? Yeah. So, we go... Screw Hornet Strike. Baldy Shot. We're not going to get the kills, so that doesn't matter. Fire Rate. Are all the canticles V polarities? All the stuff? No. We have got some dashes in here. So what are the dash ones they're tantalizing us with? Energy regen, shield regen, universal orb. Okay. That's offensive. That is ability efficiency. Surprising that is a V polarity considering streamline is a dash, fleeting expertise is a dash. Alright. This one, ability duration. Yep, V polarity makes sense on that one. This one grants fire rate. V polarity makes sense. Strength, V polarity makes sense. Yeah. That's all normal. But this one I would have expected to be D polarity because it's defensive outright. This one, equilibrium, I guess, so dash makes sense. What is that? Enemies have a chance to drop universal orb on death. Does it have to be kill or assist? Good question. Let's see what happens. Enemies have a 12% chance to drop a universal orb on death. This is going to be a pain in the ass to test. Oh god. Oh god, this is... Pain. I just know it right now. This is going to be a painful test. Okay. Alright. So... First, I'm going to kill all of these without using the book at all to see if the book passively activates. I'm expecting no, but this is an important test. Imagine the scenes of Dante can double stack canticles on his Incarnate Book and Grimoire. Not sure what that would do, to be honest with you. I'm going to bring the level of these guys down. They don't need to be this high level. Actually, that might be too low level. They die to the book. 40. 40 will be safe. I appreciate you guys trying to tell me that I have to use the book, this, that, the other, and you may be absolutely right. But unfortunately, people also tell me things when they think it's true without having ever checked it, or thinking they've checked it but they've not done the proper rigor, and it turns out to be incorrect. So I appreciate you telling me the answer to the question I'm currently researching. I'm going to ignore that answer because I'm currently researching it myself. Cheers. So, that was just a normal energy orb. Nothing. You can see the power of headshots there with that one guy who survived. Yeah, absolutely diddly squat in the Universal Orb department. Cool. That's good news. That is good news. I'm going to just not use my 3 just to make sure we're all good there. So now we're going to test for a permanent marker. By lobbing that all the way down the line, that should affect all of them. And by should I mean this guy managed to escape unscathed. Screw you, mate. But it's fine. We'll wait for this to all trigger. Wait for it all to cook out. I want it to fully end so we know that it doesn't have any further remaining effect. I'm even going to wait for the invocation or canticle, whichever it is, to run out. There we are, that's gone. So this is to verify if we can get a permanent effect. Normal orb. Well, as pretty as that was, no universal orbs. We're going to test that again, because Solomon is telling me it's a 7.7% chance. If we do that twice over, we should be down to sweet FA. Hang on, this one's still alive. Alright then. What do universal orbs look like? Oh. That's what they look like. Make sense? And in case anyone's going, Ken, you just ruined the thing. Now you've got universal orbs everywhere. Way ahead of you. Scoop! There we are, all gone. Nom 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 nom. Alright, so we're going to re-verify the permanent effect test. Wow. Really? Really? We're gonna miss 6 of them this time. What kind of jank-ass buck have I got here? There we go. Right, they're all affected. We're good. We'll stand back. Stop dying so early! No! Shit, no! No! Of the remaining ones, we'll test with those. Let's just scoop up any orbs which have arrived. Alright, good, that's fine. 1 energy orb, we don't worry about that. It's not universal, we know that. Now let's see what happens. Cool. Yep. No universal orbs whatsoever, so we can reasonably say at this point that it doesn't have a permanent marker effect. It's not like Hydro is passive. This is good to know. So now what I want to do is just kind of give one a little tickle. Crap. Nothing. Nothing. Normal energy orb, not what we're looking for. Normal energy orb. I see. Gonna be like this, are we? Uh-huh. This wasn't what I had to hit them with the alt fire, was it? No, I don't think it... Didn't think it was. Nope. Just on death, alright. Back to it. Nope. Nope. Let's just send the big old orb down all of these lot. Being gentle about it is annoying me. Okay. Might be because the book needs to be in hand. Ah, shit, someone did mention that as well, yeah. Hang on, but I've got the, I had the other feature popping up. Let's just clean all these up. There we go. Yeah, I had the other feature pop up. Because look, if we go here now, I'm going to go buck, switch, shoot. No. Oh yeah, it's on. Oh yeah, it's just on old fire. Never mind. Yep. Never mind. I am being silly. Okay, right. So then, if it needs to be book in hand, what if I just... Ah. Is that actually going to kill them or not? Ooh. Might do it. There we go. Okay, cool. Any universals we can see? Nope. Let's just clean up in here. Let's try that again. So this time, let that kind of cook through them, see if any universals pop out. And that's a big fat no. So just use the ability doesn't have any effect, that's fine. That's what we expected. So let's start the tagging process. Yep. It's getting increasingly niche to make this happen. Not gonna lie, getting increasingly niche here. Let's do that. Stand well back. Ta-da! We got one, boys. We got one. Oh, it's gone. Well, hope you saw it. So, tagging them did work. That's cool. So what we want now is to retest the permanent effect, this time with abilities. Let's just make sure is the area clear. Yep, it is. Good. So what I'm going to do now is send the ult of the weapon down the way there. Once again, it's only going to affect some of them because fuck logic. We're going to switch off the Grimoire and fire this. And hopefully I didn't wait too long to fire that. That might invalidate the test, actually. So far, no bueno. Wait. Yeah, no bueno. Okay. Clean up. I'm going to do that test 2 more times just to be certain. Just to be certain. Yeah, it's a very good thing to be certain. Did you get a ticket already? Try again. The bot will tell you too many tickets if you already have. There you are, yeah. Was there Universal? Only Universal was the one I created myself. So send this down the line, switch off of that, and then activate this and back out the way. Come on, guys. Perish. Thank you. Not a damn thing. Alright, last try. Last try. Chance it only dropped because the electric proc and the Grimoire killed it, and not the heat proc from the ability. Unlikely, but a slim possibility. I'll give you that. Send this out, move out of the way. Nothing. Yeah, so I do need to have it equipped, it seems. Yeah. Let's clean up these. I'm just gonna reduce the cooldowns. That should be okay. They shouldn't perish from that. And reducing the cooldown, I do also need to get the book off cooldown. Right then. There is another 1, 2. And we can see heat corpses. They are burnt up corpses, so we know they died from the heat. We know they died from the heat. So, definitely spawned on an ability kill. Cool. The science is conducted. The science is conducted. But we can go a step further. Oh yes indeed, we can go a step further. Right then. Yeah, I recognise my boy Wukong here. You know where this is going. If you don't, well, you'll soon figure it out. Out he pops. Thing down the line. Wukong get to work. I gave them Praedos. I think it was Praedos. Praedos or Cronin, one of the two. So they should get easy melee kills in. Still going to keep the buck out whilst they do this. And that was a universal orb. I got health and energy at the exact same time there. That was a universal orb. Cool. Oh. Somebody's saying, speed of science is what I do for work went well in a bad way, so now there's a possibility my work is invalidated again. Well, that sounds curious. Would dual equal clouds while book is out work? I don't actually have a way to test at the moment, Derpy, so I've been a little bit lax on the circuit. You'll have to check that one yourself, sorry. Alright, so the universal orb is a bit shite. Am I running equilibrium shards on Wukong? I am not. And it would show you the swapsies effect. Yeah. No equilibrium shards there. No equilibrium on the build. It wasn't that. So Octavia could trigger it then? You'd need the enemies to shoot it, but otherwise, yes. Yeah, she should be up. Surely. I don't see any reason she shouldn't, so. Endless beat. Grimoire. That's what I need. Yep. Get rid of the old enemies. Stack upon energy. Yep, there we are. Go invisible. Unpause AI. Spawn them in. Hey guys, I'm gonna zap you with a book. Huzzah! And now that you are zapped, please all murder yourselves. And I can see it over there. That is a universal orb right there, absolutely. So that confirms it. Yep, Octavia can activate it as well. Job done. Just needed to have the book out and the enemies tagged. Beautiful. Seems really good for long-term sustain. For Octavia, she can make it work there, but you again still need to tag things. Can Volt activate it? Maestro, you know what? I'm going to bounce this back at you. Do you think Volt can't activate it? And if so, why not? We've just verified multiple different Warframes. What more do you want from me? This is the Canticle. Of the Canticles, you could instead have Armor and Shield Reduction. You could instead have extra fire rate, or you could have a shield regeneration. Of those, yeah. Dark Dub saying the Grasp Lock was a good question though. Are those enemy guns that trigger it? Grasp Lock does not use enemy guns. It uses just guns that sometimes look like enemy guns, but they're your own. It's your ability. Did I test Exalted? I tested a Wu clone. It's good enough. Random Potato, if you want to test that, go right ahead. If you think that there is going to be a different result, please go ahead and test it yourself, or give me a very valid reason that you believe there'll be a different result. Not just, well, what if? Seriously, I'm not going to sit here and test 3,000 fleeting thoughts. Solidify it, or sit back and watch. That's how testing goes. Right, so canticles are basically, we understand where they're at this point. You need to tag the enemy. It needs to be shortly before their death. Even if they die by other means, you need to have the book out. Which honestly makes this one really bad. Makes it really, really, really bad. Because it's just 40% shield recharge and minus 28% shield recharge delay, 15 seconds. It's just not enough. Armor strip, it is a weak one. It is, yeah. You would need 20 kills for total armor strip from this, which is kind of wild. I'm not sure you'd be able to really justify that. I mean, we can demonstrate just how ineffective it is here. We do this, that. We don't need the alternate fire thingamajig right now. And we go corrosive. Just because the effect it has. I wanted to have no AI on them. So if this is indeed stripping the nearby armor, we should start to see the effect on these guys. And yeah, their armor is a little bit down. It's getting very close to no armor on them. There we go. Slight problem. Yeah, there is a problem here. Anyone see the problem? I wonder how many of you can put it together. Where's the projection? Oh! Ooh! Ah! Good shout, good shout, good shout. Well done. Alright, so it stacks with that additively. Okay, that's unexpected. Huh. Alright. And if it stacks with corrosive projection, it's going to stack with all other forms of armor stripping as well. Didn't expect that. All other ability armor strips. Genuinely didn't expect that. Okay. Okay, which means then, let's cook with this. If you've got corrosive projection in a squad, you guys are actively trying to use it. That means then that a full squad can get to 80% armor reduction, because you'll have a couple of you using the coaction drift mod as well. At that point, only 4 kills or assists are needed for total armor strip. This means you can use the book in a group setting to be a support strip caster to get that last 20% gone, without having to use energy or abilities. Tilt detector saying, Jakku, Mending Infinity, Phosphor, I'm telling you, it's dumb. Alright. Yep. I can see the value in that. One moment. Right, sorry about that. Just finalising details for the weekend. We're all good. Okay then. Shields perm reduced, or do they regen it? I would imagine they could regen is the problem. I've not verified. So how many enemies are in survival? A bunch. Not sure how you measure a bunch, but a bunch. And yeah, it'll vary by platform, it'll vary by mission, it'll vary by just where the spawns could be as to how many will effectively be in range. There's problems there. As you were saying, but at that point, I mean, some die so fast already. I mean, 80% armor reduction, 100% are very, very different beasts. Very different. But yeah. Could be a method to get you build just over line for armor strip, like if you don't have enough for pillage for some reason. I don't know about combining it with an active armor strip, just because it's only 5% of time. 5% is really, really tiny. That's why I was cooking with the idea of 4 stacks of corrosive projection. Is it worth full stripping or partial stripping to keep the bonus from corrosive? It's worth just full stripping. Honestly, it's worth just full stripping, because if you partial strip an enemy to get the bonus from corrosive, firstly, they need to be ferrite armored for the corrosive to matter. Secondly, you are needing them to be a weak enough enemy that you can then still get through the remaining armor, but strong enough that their armor matters in the first place. And that is a narrow band. Moon asks, is it 5% of all armor or base armor? What do you mean is the difference there, Moon? Because if you take 5% off all armor, 20 times, there's no armor left. If you take off base armor, well, base armor is then multiplied by level, so if you shrink the base by 5% 20 times over, you've again taken away all the armor. So what are you saying is different to your question there, Moon? How does that function in a way that needs to be addressed? Future, you're saying the main energy regen gun is the Cyanoid Gamma Core, and this would compete with that, but the Gamma Core has an Incarnon. I mean, you can use that as a form of energy regen. I don't know if I call that the main. I don't remember the last time I heard someone mention the Cyanoid Gamma Core as anything other than a joke, even with the Incarnon. There. So I'm saying the first like 5 to 20% armor of an enemy is by far the strongest. Well, by first, you mean last? As in last to remove? Because going from 100 to 95% armor is not much at all. Carly asking about Shattering Impact. Yes, that affects the base armor because it uses a fixed number value. If it applied to scaled armor, it'd be useless. So yeah. Dark Wolf saying, only times I really use that mod of the Grimoire is with the frames that cannot armor strip and doesn't want armor strip for whatever reason as their subsume. I mean, sure, you could put it on there, it's just... it seems a little... limited. I mean, you can get fire rate in loads of places these days, so plus 30% fire rate to allies is not big. It's really not big. I mean, it's nice, but it's not that big. The shield regen, I think, is just a pile of trash. Like, I'm looking at those numbers, there's no way those numbers are going to be of interest to me. There's just no way. Minus 28% shield recharge delay. Your shield recharge delay is 1 second if your shield is not broken, or... is it 3 seconds if your shield breaks? Is it 3 or 4? I think, no, it's 4 seconds if your shield breaks, right? So, minus 28% on that, it's 1 second sooner. Alright, cool. Your shields will start recharging about a second sooner if you put in shield gate with that as well. You're reducing the time on it. Scales with shield size? You're thinking of the wrong thing there, Claytonations. I'm saying shield recharge delay. Yeah, if this isn't additive to other mods, Silency, I'd be very surprised. But again, there's also a cap on shield recharge delay anyway, which is already rather achievable. Anyone who's built for shield recharge probably doesn't need this in the first place. It'll be a token extra. And anyone who isn't built for shield recharge can't really benefit from this. It's not like putting a bit of extra damage resistance on someone's shields and health. It is specifically for the recharge of your shields. And that feels like just such a small window of interest. Yeah. Kill just resets the duration? Yeah. There's no way this will stack up further. It doesn't say anything about stacking, whereas all the others explicitly do. There's no reason this should stack on itself, no. I mean, I can quickly just smack something in the face to verify. Oh, look at that, we got some willing targets to be smacked in the face. No indication of stacking, just a reset timer, yeah. Moon say, when you strip stuff with heat or corrosive, it takes an amount of hits that scales with enemy level. I don't know what you mean by that. When it comes to Shattering Impact, you simply have to hit a couple times because it's based on base armor. Moon, what are you... Moon, you seem to have a fundamental misunderstanding as to how armor stripping works, because with the exception of Shattering Impact, and also some mag abilities, almost everything is proportional. Heat takes off up to 50% of armor. Doesn't matter that it's scaled or base, it's just 50%. No matter how you look at the equation, that is a multiplier. A multiplier of you now have 50% less armor. The same is true of corrosive procs. They take off 26% plus... No, 20... Yeah, 26% plus 6% per additional proc. There is no numerical difference to worry about there. If you're fretting over base or modified armor, the only thing that matters is if you are using a fixed number armor removal, such as with mag, such as with Shattering Impact. And Shattering Impact affects base, mag does not, that's it. Everything else doesn't matter. It's all percentage. Heat and corrosive are multiplicative with all other forms of armor removal as well there, Carly. So no, they can't full strip. The two together will give you 90%. Alright, Moon. Glad we got there. Alright, so this just feels pants. This is mediocre. Throwing out those shots to get a little bit of fire rate for your team, as I say, mediocre. Universal Orb, bit of sustain. It definitely got energy value there. Health, not so much, but the energy value is definitely there. Yeah, sorry, Amalgamagnet Zom, which is functionally Shattering Impact. It's not literally the only one because Shattering Impact exists as well. The two of them are the same thing. Jahu Canticore, killing enemies, reduce the army. We said that's pretty damn mid. Has a place in a full Corrosive Projection squad, and that's it. In a full Corrosive squad, then you're cooking. Otherwise, this one. So, random squads, Corrosive squad. If you don't need the energy from this, and if you feel like being a troll. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. So, these ones then. These ones just want the alt fire. We've seen that multiple hits are possible on a target if it's within the zone, because they hit every small period. We know that multi-shot does not enhance the hit per target, but it does enhance the chain effect, so we can get this to activate sooner. Derpy, put it in one message, mate. One message is fine. Ad? Oh no, there's an ad, yep. You know how... I know there's an ad. Alternate fire increases ability strength by 4% for 20 seconds of each enemy hit. Yeah. Gives you energy regen. Gives you efficiency. And gives you ability duration. Honestly, these are all really simple to stack. These are all really, really simple to stack. Yo, Mirrorlave, thank you very much for gifting a sub over to Derpy Merps there. That is the last of the tea for this sip. Oh. Mirrorlave, thank you very, very much for doing that there. Derpy, make sure you say thank you for that one there. Right after you come back from testing, ain't that wonderful? You come back from testing, you bring us some good information, Mirrorlave decides to reward you for it. I think that's a good trade all round. I do think that is a good trade all round there. So I'll say I kind of want to see how Jakku performs in a dense survival. Yeah, the thing is you're going to have to constantly be spamming this out because you've got that small window of it counting, which means you're also going to be spamming recharging it because the recharge is a lot longer than 6 seconds. I don't know if the exact window is 6 seconds. Does the wiki have the exact window on these? Jakku Canticle. Well, it didn't say it there. If I go to Tomes, Grimoire, is there any detail about the limited time window here? Nope. Alright, wonderful. The wiki does not appear to have that information. That is... we're pushing the edges of human knowledge here. DE know the information. They have not shared the information. We are black boxing that one. That's pain. That is pain. Bug would have to hit 20 times to full Super Canticle. 20 times less any armor or removed due to abilities or corrosive projection. Yeah, Moon. Because if the enemy is already down to 5% armor as a result of, say, a almost good enough pillage, this will get you the last 5. And yeah, it's kill, not hit. Yeah, very right, yeah. So, what's the remaining questions we have then? Because these are all functionally the same item. Other than this one stacks to 10 times, this stacks 15, 15, 15. They're all for 20 seconds. They're all 4% or 1 energy per second. They are all the same kind of item. So if we test one, we basically test all of them. Which is fine with me. At that point, it's just a matter of what would you like to have? So what we'd like to have is energy and strength, because hey, why not? Let's see. Multi-shot. We've already got Bow Diffusion and Lethal Torrent. There's nothing more we can do there. Fire rate we can ramp up. We can go Anemic Agility. And we could go Gunslinger if we really want to. Or, instead of Gunslinger, we could go with the Accelerated Isotope, put some radiation onto it. Then, we go Viral. Now, I've only got 11 left on this. This is unformed, but I can still do this. And that's going to give a total of Electric, Radiation, Viral combination. Basically, a triple status primer output. A fire rate and multi-shot is order of the day. Damage doesn't matter. On electric status effect, gain reload speed and multi-shot. Reload speed doesn't matter, but multi-shot is where it's at. Alternatively, we could go for the Encumber and get status output there. I don't know if there's much else we'd want to consider. Could add damage through Cascadian Power, but who needs that? Yeah, I think Encumber if you're going for full primer, Voltage if you want more multi-shot. That's basically the answer. Thanks, Derpy. iOS can't claim drops on Twitch. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that had to be updated. There's nothing you can do about that long shot other than watch on not iOS. The irony of bringing Warframe to iOS has caused legal ramifications, or contractual, I should say, contractual ramifications. It's stupid. Businesses are stupid. They all get up in each other's way, to be quite honest. Do I think Magnum Force and Multi-Shot would help you hit a bigger area with the secondary? Multi-Shot does not create multiple spheres, as it were. So the only thing you'll be hitting bigger of is if you're using the normal shots and they somehow spread out. And that's not really going to do a lot of value for you. Alright. First of all, the level 40s, this will just be funny. Pew 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 pew. Yeah, it's just fun. Right, so charge shot. Bang away down, and then oh, that is a nice quick recharge. That is a very nice recharge. One thing occurs to me. Punch through. What if we do we have room for punch through to want it? So we've got fire rate, fire rate, fire rate. Always on Corvex. I'm talking more in general for the Grimoire here, rather than going, hey, here's a Grimoire that requires Corvex. Slightly more general on that. Do we need the viral? I'm using it as a primer. That's the idea, is a combo stack for the primer as well. Might as well get more than one thing out of the value of it, you know? Something that can give you more than one answer to solve multiple problems at once. It's just a good thing. Oh yeah, Rexless, of course. Yeah. Good point. There we go. I found a mod slot. Excellent. Seeker is that's a 15 drain. Wow, why is that a 15? Okay, let's polarize this. You, bada bing, bada boom. There we go. What would it take to get anemic agility on there? I need another 6. So if I form a U, I get 5. Back. If I form with that as well, I'd then get another. I'd want to form a V polarity, wouldn't I? I mean, all the canticles, are they all dashes? No, of course not. Of course, the... D, why are you like this? Why are you like this, DE? You make them Exless mods, half of them, but then you make them have 2 different polarities. I just... That's mean. That is mean. From the Oggy Horse, hey man, loved your videos, really helped me get into the game, thanks a lot for your content. You're very welcome, my dude. Welcome on into the channel here. Welcome on in. Well, Lethal Torrent I'm going to keep, so that will give us a bunch there. And then a V polarity, whether it's for Accelerated Isotope, whether it's for an Invocation, or a Canticle, or these mods, it's going to be a choice. Yeah. Downrank Seeker. The whole point is to have the punch through. Be right, if I had one that was 1 pip down, that would give me 4 drain, and then this would give 5 when formed for a total 9, which would fit the anemic agility. Alternatively, I could have a downranked anemic agility, you know? That would also do the trick. And quite frankly, do I need an anemic agility? Is also the question as well. There are a bunch of options. I love how Seeker and Augur Seeker do entirely different things, by the way. Just throwing that out there. Completely different mods. I mean, I have a downranked Accelerated Isotope, so that would work. I could slap that in there, yeah. Why is Punch that expensive, though? It's because it's just a multi-hit factor. Punch through is good, but it's not like amazing good. See, I do have an issue with just how overvalued punch through is. It's good, don't get me wrong. It is good. Before anyone gets confused on that, it is good. But it's not superpower good. It's not multi-shot. Far from it. You look at these two guys here, pretty much lined up right. No matter where I shoot, I'm going to hit both of them. Except I didn't. I didn't. Still didn't. Now yes, I am making a point of shooting around this guy through the hitbox. By the way, hitbox porn. Can I get it there? Oh, look at that. Oh, that is beautiful. That is some hitbox action right there. Absolutely gorgeous. And if I go slightly further over... Oh, slightly further? Oh, okay. Okay, now I'm slightly disappointed, DE. Never mind. There it is. 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Point is, you have to be pretty precise on lining it up. You have to be pretty precise. That's going to hit both of them, yeah. But a lot of the time, enemies don't conveniently line up through the same doorway. Even if they're coming through here, this guy's over there, this guy's over there, I can't hit these two with the same shot. There's just a line between them. Now there's even more of a line. So unlike multi-shot, punch through has its limit. What are spanners for? Spanners are for the channel point redemptions on the channel here. Click it, see what the options are. Make sure you read them before you redeem them. If you don't read them, we'll mock you. Last half of Roy has decided to use his spanners for time yourself out. Right, bye dude. See you in half an hour. Boop. He's gone. Hydrate. Cheers. Alright then. So, what have we not yet considered with these things? I haven't thrown this out yet, have I? Wabam! 60%. Very easy, very quick. Hot damn. Whew, the chain's coming all the way over here. What the hell is that? And that is so quick to recharge when using it that way as well. Boop. And by hitting that guy, it has recharged the 60%. Now, has it recharged the whole 60? I'm going to watch that timer like a hawk and see if it drops down to a lower value. No, it's holding the full 60, isn't it? That's good, that's good. Okay, cool. So, you don't need to hit the full 60 to refresh a 60. That's good. What have I not covered in terms of basic functionality then? What are we missing so far, chat? How many shots does it take to fully charge the buck? That is a very good question. That is a detail I have not yet answered. Let's have a look at that. So, let's bring in some enemies. Let's just discharge this over here. No one needs it. I'm going to see the time. I didn't actually start a timer. That would have been smart. It's fine. I can fix that. We'll just kill a few enemies. There we are. Okay, charge. Let's set a timer by using my 3. That'll be smart. So when it hits 40, I'm going to launch this. There we are. That launched at 40, and then we'll see exactly when it's charged. I would look at the in-game stats, but the in-game stats isn't there. So 10 seconds has got... wow, actually not a lot of progress. This might be more than 40 seconds. We just hit the halfway point there at... yeah, 25 seconds. That's a 50-second recharge? Oh boy. That is... Alright, it's 40 seconds. Okay, it's about 45. 45 seconds. Now, granted, that's completely passive, so not the end of the world. So again, I'm going to let that get down to 40, and then launch it. Launch on 40. Alright, now let's shoot this guy 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. With those 10 shots, we'll see what time we get the recharge on to get an idea as to how much it's given me. This is a very, very precise measure of doing it, totes. And recharge, 5 seconds left. So 35 seconds rather than 45, which means each shot gave us 1 second. Each shot gave us 1 second. Now, if we enhance that, of course, with multi-shot, we're going to get more, because we've already verified that. So with a 2.8 multi-shot, we're going to get, on average, 2.8 seconds per hit. Yeah. But I have a question about Seeker. Is this punch through going to function the way we need it to function? Punch through isn't working? Yep, that's what I want to check here. Oh, wrong gun. Well, that punch through's working. Is this one? Nope, punch through has no effect. To hell with that expensive mod then, it doesn't even do what we need it to do. Bye. So yeah, it looks like the only ways are fire rate and multi-shot. There we are then. So might as well keep that at anemic agility on there. And we got this empty spot to use as well. Now, one thing I would like to test, this might be a little bit more annoying to test. Let's quickly switch to Vazarin. There we go. And you'll see why. You'll see why. Let's give these guys a little bit higher level, just so they don't die. Beautiful. And then we do this. Whabam! That's enough of them. So what I want to test here is if the radial effect from the blast in this tiny AoE is going to give me a lot more charges. That's what I want to test. And to test that, I need to take off the multi-shot, because otherwise that's going to ruin the test. And we'll do again the 10-shot approach. So, activate this. On 40, I launch. 2, 1, launch. And then over here, 10 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. And we'll see what time we reach. I mean, it looks like it's working, isn't it? It's looked like it's done quite the job there, but we'll get the exact number. How big of an improvement is it? Is it much? Hold on. Oh, that was at 7 seconds, 8 seconds on it? 3 extra seconds? I grouped them up that tightly? I grouped them up that tightly and we got 3 extra seconds. 1.3 rather than 1? That's a scam. Think it barely hit multiple enemies? They're as tight as I can get them. I know it's only a 1 meter AoE, but they're within a meter of each other. Does Fulmination increase the primary fire AoE? It does. By up to 44% with the primed one, which is going to go from 1 to 1.44. Honestly, that was pathetic. And to think how tightly you'd need to pack them for that to be of value, on top of whatever else you're doing, nah. Technically, yes, has an effect. Is that effect worth considering? Basically, nah. I'm going to do the Vazarin dash. That's a Vazarin ability to test again. Yeah. You hate that they nerfed Fulmination Prime Firestorm? Yikes. I'm definitely not the one that pointed out to them how broken it was. Yup, definitely wasn't me. Anyway, moving on from that one. Let's test this again, shall we? Launch. Right. So this... Oh, God, that was a leap and a half. Calm down. This time, group them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I could not group them tighter together there. They were in a void-powered orgy in that one. I could not group them more. So, how much of an improvement has this given us? We get 10, 9, 8, 8. Still 3 seconds. Still 3. That was pathetic. And yeah, there's no multi-shot, there's nothing else weirdy schmitty going on here. That 3 seconds is multi-shot. Redo the test! Redo! Anyway. That shows how good the Arcane is. That's good to know. Arcane was improving it by like 30%. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool, there we are. Just tuning in what you're doing. Testing the Grimoire. Okay, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and there it is. The Arcane works. AoE hitting does not improve the effectiveness of the regen of the Grimoire. Alright then. Why is there even an AoE in the first place? It's a 1 meter AoE. Oh yeah, so I do. 666 energy. Huh. Well, I suppose I am working with the Dark Arts. A 1 meter AoE on a non-damage focused weapon, and it doesn't even recharge the ult faster. Has a huge fall off? Oh, does it? Oh. So it's just a token reward. If enemies are presently humping each other, you will get a secondary status effect out of it. Yeah, 80% fall off. Hot damn. Also, I love that the fall off here. Damage varies depending on the distance to the target. Damage is highest if closer than the first distance, and minimal beyond the second distance. Yeah, that's the fall off information for a different fall off DE. This is what happens when you use 2 different definitions of fall off. So yeah, the damage is utterly unusable, and the status is there, but in the tiniest of AoEs, literally tiniest, and it doesn't even improve the recharge. The AoE is an absolute joke. Zephyr 28 hits to be credited to this weapon. Oh, I'll be honest with you, I'm just not going to get involved with Zephyr stuff. Zephyr has some really weird interactions. I don't even want to touch that. I hope you'll forgive me on that one, but I'm just not touching that. Hello, Vampire Loki. I think the bot's giving you all the information you're looking for there. Derpy Derps is saying that Zephyr Tornado does not have a positive interaction with the Grimoire. Fair enough then. Bulbug, I think it's 20% at the edge of the AoE, yeah. 0% fall off is ideal, 100% fall off is the worst, yeah. Yeah. Alright. Take care trying to get the drops. You're not going to get them here. Or any live channel, Vampire Loki. So, you're welcome to stick around for the raffle. Otherwise, yeah, that's that. That's the entirety of your drop situation. It's only on the official channels, except for when they point out certain community channels, and then for only like an hour. It is very, very, very rare for there to be directory-wide drops in Warframe. International just ended? Yeah. Which is why the bot is set to respond. International streams around the same time I do on Wednesdays, so that's why my bot is set up to always go, hey, yeah, International's gone. Sorry about that. We're not affiliated. We don't work with them. We don't get the drops. Maybe petition DE. Maybe DE should run drops on this channel specifically, just because we get this question. Please don't spam me with that. Please don't actually contact DE saying, can you put drops on Kenji's channel? I don't want DE Zach as someone turning around going, Ken, your community's gone very vocal and annoying all of a sudden. What did you do? Please no. Don't do that. Although, do ask them to send me to Canada again. That was fun. Absolutely tell them to send me to Canada this year as well. That'd be great. Drops to 100 Umbral Former. Oh, yeah. Come to the Engineer. We have 100 Umbral Formers if you watch for 5 minutes. Totes. You've always been vocal and annoying? Actually, no, Umbrelli, no. This is a brilliant community. Even within the Warframe community, this is a brilliant community. What did you do? Such a horrible question. Yeah. I mean, it can be a great question, but it could also be a scary one, yeah. What Riven do I suggest for the Grimoire? Fire rate, multi-shot, minus damage to infested. Yeah, that I don't think there's anything more you want to care about on it. Yeah. You've been watching for about an hour, but you didn't get the Umbra Former? Well, you see, Tilt Detector, you're not subscribed to the channel. This has nothing to do with the drops, which don't exist, but because you're not subscribed to the channel, I feel required to point it out. That's all. Yeah, fire rate, toxin, cold, minus the corpus, is that okay? I mean, kinda. Let me show you the problem there, Velgoth. Let me show you the problem. Mirrorlabe. Mirrorlabe, congratulations on the promotion, I guess. I can't think what else has inspired this. But all the same, thank you very much for gifting a sub over to Tilt Detector now. Mirrorlabe, you continue to be a strong supporter of the channel. Cheers. Oh. Look at that, you're into double figures this month. We're not even like a week into it, are we? No, we're not. As I was saying, Velgoth, about the Grimoire here. So, aside from the fact that I have a couple gaps, let's fix that right now. The two big stats you want are Fire Rate and Multi-Shot. Multi-Shot allows for the sparks to go further from the orb. Multi-Shot and Fire Rate allows you to recharge the orb much faster. That's kind of what you got the tome for, so that's what you want to buff. It's not really a damage-focused weapon. I've got Viral on here through this modding, but the reason that's there is also because, well, there's not really a lot else left to do. What else is there left to mod onto here? Multi-Shot mods, we're done. Fire Rate mods, we can get a couple on. We could go for a bit more, but we're kind of reaching the point of it, which is why these are here. So with your Riven, having Fire Rate is a good thing. Having the Toxin and Cold, as much as it would theoretically replace these, there's nothing to replace them with. So your Riven isn't amazing, I'd say, no. Fire Rate is good, Multi-Shot is good. Everything else on a Grimoire Riven, I'd say honestly is, unless it's a negative to buff the other two, actually kind of a problem. Yeah, it's just taken away from what you could have at that point. Provo say, not sure if you mentioned or tested, but I found Siren's Toxic Lash makes the ult fire of the Grimoire hits charge the ult fire. Excuse me, what? Sacrilege, what the frick is this? What? Huh? Eh? What? Come on, no, don't be like this to me. Yo, the Wizard of Oz, thank you very much for dropping that subscription over here. Welcome to the channel proper. Enjoy your lovely blue sub badge. Your remotes, your access to the supporter D-Lounge, that is the premium channel over on the Discord. By the way, join the Discord. And no more ads for you. Welcome on in, my dude. How about Placeus on the Riven? Yeah, Placeus can work on the Riven, but it's not really the focus. Fire rate and multi-shot, you want more power in. Alright. So, what you're saying is, if I do this and launch my ult fire, Alright, I think I can tell you why this works. I think I can tell you why. And that's because Toxic Lash creates a second hit from your weapon. And because that second hit is not in fact the ult fire, it's just a different hit, that's going to be triggering it. But the fact that Zarta's Whisper then doesn't... Now, if that's... See, that's where I just go, D are not cooking with gas. They are cooking with meth for their stuff. If that's the case. Right, let's... Zarta's Whisper, active. Orb, launched. Yep, it's purely a Siren thing. Purely a Siren thing. Also, can I aim at this and hit? There we go. Yeah, look at that. Who needs to aim? I can just point at the sky, and as long as it somewhat intersects with a bubble, it just goes into him. Ah, good old Void procs. Right, but seriously though, D, what the fuck? Does charge primary faster? Zarta? Ooh, that's a question. Wrong button. Wrong button. Try again. Bobbity boop. Okay. Zarta's my timer. We'll launch this at 40. Launch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let's see. What timer do we get to? We get to 5 seconds. We'll know that Zarta's is doing nothing better. Let's see what happens. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, recharge. Zarta's did not improve the recharge on the normal fire mode. It did not charge the mode faster. So, Propagandaza, now we come to you. You didn't ask a question. You said it does charge the primary fire faster. Now, as much as you may have put RIP, I have to ask, where did you get this information? What made you make such a claim? Looked like it. Looks like it. I see. Next time, mate, don't just look at it. Have a propaganda at it, will you? You might see what's going on then. Oh dear. Feels like you're back in school? Yeah. I'm the teacher that everyone would actually hate. because I'd always remember the homework, and I'd catch you on all the little details, and I would use memes and dad jokes in all the wrong ways, and you'd be like, oh god, no. Oh, Mr. Kengineer, please stop. Don't, please, Mr. Kengineer, never say on fleek again. Right, but my hair's so on fleek. Oh god, that hurt me to say. Sorry, I just committed a little bit too far to the bit there. That. Ow. Yeah, no, okay. Psychic damage. Everyone roll your whiz saves on that one. Ouch. Ah. As an adult out of school, can we have that for fun one day? Not sure what fun you're hoping to get there, but yeah. Yep, looks like Raptor has perished. Andrew, yep, that's a bad roll there. Random Potato, they take half damage. Fuzzy Acid survives. Kujal, however, dead. Just dead. Moon, dead. Cosmo, half damage. May you send me fashion on Warframe? I'll pass on that, thank you. I will pass. Solancy, half damage. Pillbug, ultra dead. Snake Raider, very dead. Derpy Merps, ultra dead. Never roll higher than a 10. Well, I have it set up, Cosmo, that if it's you rolling, it only goes up to 10. February, half damage. They're mostly surviving. Optibe, no, they're dead. Merlin the Ageless, half damage. Struggling along. Psycho Kratos, half damage are okay. Lobelia, dead. Hey, there we go. Someone rolled a 20. The Wizard of Oz rolled a 20. There we are. Trusted Wizard did it. There we are. Everyone else now, we can move along. Oh, and the host also got a 20. Huzzah. Huzzah, huzzah. There we are. This is clearly the most useful command I have on this channel. Screw things like exclamation mark ticket or raffle or Patreon. By the way, support me on Patreon. No, it's all about the D20 roll. All about the D20 roll. Gotta love Twitch clip names. Pharaoh Beast, Taro Smoocher. Sure, as you do. Yeah, as you do. How did two of you at the same time have the idea of going for the Oberon command? Alright. Sure, as you do. As you do. If it works with Toxic Lash, would it work with Volt Shock? They are very, 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 very different abilities, Fluid Snow. I don't think I have enough time in my life to explain how different those abilities are. I don't even have it on that Volt. I need to switch to this Volt. There we are. Let me just demonstrate to you how little is going to happen with Volt Shock.
Creatures you have immortalized would cry out in thanks.
We'll just cut that guy off. It's fine. Alright. Come on, Noob Volt. Someone wants to know about how a shock happens. Volt Shield creates separate hits? That's Volt Shield, not Volt Shock. They said shock. What are we showing? That people are wrong. My favourite thing to do. Haja! Heya! Hui! Hua! Hui! Hua! Hui! Yep, no increase in the speed, it's still going up at the normal rate. Perhaps they meant Shock Trooper? What if they meant that, which is a pure modded bonus? They're also wrong. Yep. Because that works. But then... Oda. That would also work here. I mean, eyeballing it doesn't feel different. Maybe we get a timer on that. 32. Oh, I've done that the wrong way around, didn't I? Let's just charge. What if you alt fire through the shield? You know, I have never thought to try that. I don't know what you think is going to happen, but let's do it. Oops, I fell. Huzzah! Well, I alt-fired through the shield. That was fun. Let's leave. I think we have most of all the details now. I think we have most of everything on that. I think we have pretty much all of that. It feels like the interaction with Toxic Lash because this was interaction. Possibly. Possibly. Maybe. In any case, it feels very unintended. So is the Grimoire a decent primer or trash? In terms of primer, it's not what I would focus on using it for. But with its modded status chance hitting that 45% mark on the secondary AoE, and having, yeah, the same on the primary. So it's got about 45% with a couple 60/60 mods in there. We can get a decent amount of multi-shot going, especially because we've got the built-in electric, which we use on conjunction voltage. And we can just go ham on the multi-shot. Granted, we don't get diffusion. Galvanized diffusion. But with all of that together, we do get a decent enough output that for status priming, it's not terrible. It won't be terrible. The most important bit, though, is the Invocations Canticles. Yeah. The Invocations, they do pretty much what they say on the tin, but they hit multiple times. We've got the chaining effect. Very, very easy to get them to happen. Excuse me. Very, very easy to get them to happen, which is all good all round. In terms of the Canticles, they are much, much harder to activate. You don't need to kill directly, you just need to tag the enemy, and then the enemy needs to die within around about 6 seconds after you tagging them, whilst you still have the book in hand. If you put the book away, or you wait too long, doesn't count. Which is not as great, but luckily the Canticles are mostly meh. We've got a shitty shield recharge bonus. We've got a very small armor debuff, which is really only usable in corrosive projection full squads. You can't switch to another weapon, not unless you hit them with a status block and then switch back before the enemy dies, yeah. The lock one is just a little bit of fire rate for the team, but fire rate is so plentiful these days, it's not really that big of a deal. And Cryo Canticle, I guess a little bit of energy sustain. Huzzah! I think the Invocations are really where it's at, which really goes to show why these ones are the Excellus mods, and the Invocations are not. Because the Excellus ones are a bit pants. Comparatively speaking, they're just a bit pants. Yeah, Wizard. I mean, if you use abilities to kill with, then you're okay. So think like... I think someone tested with Cora's Whip Claw. So if you have your book out, your Whip Claw go bang, enemy dies, book is still out, so huzzah, bonus. Dumping Mup's pointing out they tried Exotic Contagion, they could swap back before it hit, and that worked. So that's good as well. So no matter how you're killing the enemies, so long as you're killing them with the book out, whether with abilities, not exalted weapons, because that puts the book away. If you're using abilities, or if you're using a projectile which you can switch back to the book in time, the book needs to be present. It wants to feel the experience. It doesn't need to get the kill itself, it just wants to feel like it contributed. If it hit the enemy in the last few seconds, and is there for the murder of the enemy, the book feels like it did good. And that moment, Canticle. What does Canticle even mean? Define Canticle. I don't actually know this word, I've been saying it all stream. A hymn or chant, typically with biblical text, forming a regular part of a church service. Another name for a song of songs. Right. So when the book sees murder happen and it felt like it was part of it, the book sings a prayer of happiness. This is your whisper in the walls. The book whispers a prayer of happiness if it thinks it murdered something. It doesn't have to be correct, it just has to think it did. Yeah, that's Warframe. That is definitely a Warframe right there. The book that sings... Canonically now, the book that sings rap tap tap, yeah. There we are. Thank you, Andrew. Yep. The book that sings rap tap tap. Excellent. Let's go level this up. That's just... Alright, you know what? Let's level this up with Corvex. Who doesn't want to use Corvex? Grab Corvex. Let's grab Umbral. I'm still not going to Umbral former him. Nope. I refuse. Let's Zenarikyo. And for good measure, let's bring a cat. So, Solancy, if your books make that sound, I would be a little bit more concerned than the rap tap tap. Rap tap tap is just, you know, alright, Eldritch Entity being weird. If your book starts pumping out a strange digital version of Baby Shark, burn the book. Just burn the book entirely. If your book makes that sound, it might be a CD. Cosmo, hate to point this out to you, CDs shouldn't be making those sounds either. CDs, like books, just hold information to be read. So if either of those things make that sound, again, run away. Oh, Mr. Reckless no longer wants to hang around. Alright. Reckless, yep, you've already got your ticket for today. That's fine then. Let's time you out. Bye-bye. It's an ebook. The E stands for Eldritch. I can't be mad at that one. I can't be mad. Let's level this book. Any thoughts on the new Warframe's Exalted book? I have none whatsoever, Dragos. It's not even in the game yet. I wasn't ready for that sound. Okay. I arrive, there's just screech in my ear. Alright, let's go from pillar to post here. There's a vault doing vault things. I'm not gonna get to do much, am I? Yeah, a little bit of explodey. Oh. Well, that was fun whilst it lasted. There were 2 vaults. Oh, I don't stand a chance, do I? Well, I'm just gonna get levels, aren't I? That's what I'm here for, really. Yay, levels! I'm just gonna hold down left click and look like I'm doing something. Pew 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 pew. Have some status immunity. Pew 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 pew. That's how you make it more. You do more damage, right? You go pew 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 pew. At one point, you joined this channel expecting there to be sensible, intelligent discourse, learning about Warframe, and there's going to have been someone who just joined into pew 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 pew. Yep. Cute. First time checking you on stream, Ken. Any plans on covering all the Duviri arcanes? I hadn't planned on covering them all in a single video, specifically, no. Rank 29? Are you kidding me? Wait. Shit, I need enemies. Where are they at? Max rank! Oh, we're good. We're fine. It's okay. It's okay. We're fine. I thought I was gonna have to go through at 29.5 for a moment. I was like, no! We're fine. Okay. That's laser gun noises. What noise does a butt gun make?
Hunter, the sanctuary will go on without you.
That noise, apparently. That's what a butt gun sounds like. Hunter! Yep. Thoughts on Elara for leveling? Elara. Ever heard of her? It's gonna be somewhere up here? Lara? Hello? Nope. Here's Elara over here. Nope. Here's Elara over here. Nope. Alright. Let me think. Where might Alara be? Is Alara here? God, it could be. I don't know. Help me out here. I haven't memorized every single node name in the game. Jupiter Survival. Jupiter Survival. My thoughts on a random survival mission in the middle of Jupiter. Right. Jupiter Public Farm will use a railjack crew to kill. I'll be honest, this is actually the first I've ever heard of this. I don't know what you're cooking. I can't smell it. I can't taste it. I have no idea what this is, but sure, if you're having fun and it's achieving your goals, go right ahead. You do that. I don't know what's special about this, especially as the Corpus seem to have, you know, pretty bad output as far as it goes in terms of XP per unit, but sure. It's the only Corpus survival which is not on a ship. Fair enough. Alright. Very clear line of sight, you can hide and spawn. I mean, curiosity has the better of me now. What are we looking at here? What are we looking at? You change region to Asia and put crew members in. Okay, Shinobi? What? What does region have to do with anything?
Weapons make music, and the enemy calls
I'd really hope that you have a good answer for that.
Life support has been cut off. They're trying to choke you out. Hold on. I'm sending auxiliary life support.
Alright, so like, yeah, we have a room. Yeah. I was really hoping that would go through the doorway there, but apparently not. What if I just kind of drop that there and drop one here and then go beep. And beep. I mean, yeah, it allows me to kill things. I'd say it feels that great. Only reason it sounds tries to fuse deoxium. I mean, just survival in general. Survival, defense, Corpus on Jupiter, lot enemy, do loot. What more do you need on that? Yeah. This is a map where that dude was doing a super long endurance run? Oh yeah, that guy. I wish him best in his endeavors. Whatever he does. Be sensible, play right, don't piss off people if you can, and the world will do what the world will do. Oi! Alright, I saw that. You just went for the cat. Fuck you. I have no other weapons. Fuck you with laser beam. Get Tharos fucked. There we are. That works. Alright, yeah, so it's a survival mission with a couple corridors. I gotta say, like, sure, it's just a survival mission. You can get similar kinds of setups with the Grimoire over on Ceres, over on Sedna. The thing. What happened to a Jury's guy? I don't know. Ask him. Not here, though. We ain't them. Please tell me someone clipped that Tharos left. I mean, you have the clip button yourself, don't you? You guys have phones, right? So, with the Grimoire, is there anything left to learn on this one? I think that really might be it. Leveled up so I can slap this other former in. Ba, ba-doop, ba-jap. And then we just go fire rate. I think it was it fire rate? Wait, no, was it? I mean, I can do gunslinger, but no, is there nothing better I can do? Anemic agility's over here. Is there anything better I can put there? Because Fulmination we've already shown is just pants. There ain't nothing to do with that one. So, no good. We don't want or need that. That's just going to make more radiation. That's useless to us. Status chance, I suppose. Yeah. Galvanized shot is the wrong play here. We could go 60 from that. 90, there we are. That's the one, right? Yeah. Because we're not on status duration. I mean, you could go status duration. And then you also get the Auger mod. Because we've already got 120. This brings it up to 210 bonus. I mean, 210, that's actually a huge bonus. Yeah, that's worth. So close to 69. In our hearts, it's 69. In our hearts. What would it need to be under the hood to hit 69? It need to be... Am I reading that right? I'm not reading that right. Oh yeah, because this ain't currently 60-60'd. That needs to be upgraded. Hold up. We can go further. I'm being dumb. Why did I put piss? They're all pistol freaking mods, Ken. There we are. 80.6%. There we are. Now we're fully modded. Now we're fully modded. There we go. That's cooking with gas. So yeah, in terms of a Riven then, status chance to go over this slot on top of multi-shot, fire rate. That's it. Status chance, multi-shot, fire rate. Status chance is the optional one of the two there. Multi-shot, fire rate, real nice. Actually, fire rate's kind of optional once we got this amount of fire rate. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3 boost to fire rate. We got 2 boost to multi-shot. 3 technically. Yeah. That's about as far as we can take it. There's not really anything more that can be done with this. No crit mods. Welcome to the channel. You must have just tuned in the last, like, 5 seconds. Or just figured out how to sign in. Welcome, by the way. This is not a damage-focused weapon, no. Also, I love this. 666.4, 666 damage. If we could not have a 0.4, that'd be great. So close. So... One moment, cat's at the door. Cat! Come on. You know what time of the evening it is. I'm still streaming. Hello there. Hello. 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 You gonna let me pick you up? You gonna be nice? You gonna be nice? I'm gonna try to pick you up. Is that okay? Okay. Sit still. Okay, no, she's backing away. She's backing away. She's not wanting out today. What do you want? Go out? Yeah, you just came in to inspect me, didn't you? There we are. Alright. She's gone. She did not want to say hi. She was just doing an inspection of the room. Yeah. Do I have a favourite primary right now? Yes, I do. My top primaries are going to be Foreman Prime, Burston Prime. Foreman Prime because my beloved Foreman. It's just great. And then Burston Prime in Canon. Oh my god, does that do some work. It's not quite as easy mode as, say, the Latron or the Torrid. Those ones are redonkulous. You still have to kind of aim with a burst stun, but only kind of. And that's good enough for me. What's the verdict of my room up to code? She didn't meow once, so I'm going to guess yes. Yeah. I'm going to guess yes. Yeah, no kitty cam though, Moon. No kitty cam. No kitty cam. Right, I think we've done everything we need to do with the Grimoire. There's, honestly, I don't know if I'm missing anything, but I feel like I've gone through it all. I don't think there is anything more to discern or glean or learn from that thing. Just grab all this. Endo, Akimbo, Jewel Ichor, Arcane Reaper. Yay! Got the Jewel Ichor. Huzzah. Well, I can... I mean, we could... How much time we got? Oh, no, we're not going to have time. No. Have I tested snapshotting of efficiency and duration? Had extremely mixed answers on how that works. Oh, that's a pain in the ass. Right. From what I've seen so far, I'm fairly certain that the snapshotting of efficiency or duration does not snapshot in terms of energy drains. It is dynamic, yeah. Whereas if you have a fixed duration ability, a snapshot of duration will just stick because it just sets the duration. You won't lose duration during the ability. Was Punch Through tested for generating charges? Yes. The Punch Through mod did not allow for us to actually hit something behind it. So, no bueno. No bueno on that. Yeah, strength snapshots, duration, efficiency don't. Duration kind of snapshots for fixed duration abilities in that it just kind of sets and forgets. That's the whole of that one, yeah. Merlin saying Molt efficiency does snapshot. Molt efficiency is an arcane. That's relevant. Did I test Corvex's ability 1 for synergy? Shit, did someone take the clip for that? That was the thing we needed. We need that clip. Hold on, let me have a look here. Did someone clip it like I requested? All clips of Channel Plus. Right. Was one 4 hours ago? I ain't been streaming 4 hours. How the hell was there a clip 4 hours ago? Alright, no one clipped it. But the point that I specifically requested that people clip things, there is no clip. You have me on here. Let me refresh, just on the off chance that it's brokey broke. All clips, created all time. No, it's definitely not there. Please explain snapshot quick. What is it? Snapshot meaning to take the value of something and keep hold of it even when that value changes. So snapshotting strength, if you're temporarily at 300% strength, keeping that 300% strength bonus even if your strength then drops down afterwards. That's a snapshot. Can you even clip on mobile? No idea. Honestly, no idea. Twitch mobile insults me, so I don't use it. Clip stuff in VODs before. Yeah, it's on a VOD, so it was definitely from that. I'm kind of curious, what did someone clip then 4 hours ago? What did someone clip? They felt so necessary. It's a 30-second clip, so it might have been an accident. Honestly, Group Pants, I am surprised as well that no one at this point has mentioned Xenoric exists. Right. I think I know where that one's going. We'll leave that one there. That's going to be a rant about the different types of energy. Right. Playing. You're Ferry, the game is in the best state it's ever been in. You're welcome to keep playing. Oh, and that as well. Okay, cool. Sure, why not? Why not? You don't have a computer that can run a stream. Damn. Damn. But I'm saying they can clip on mobile. Oh, well, that's good. That's alright. That's cool. But it's early in the VOD, yeah. Malak, I will be getting a hold of a clip and I'll be posting it on the Discord. I'll be posting it on YouTube video. I'll be posting it in places. So don't you worry about it, Malak. You don't need to go searching for it. I will have that one. You know what? Let's use this time right now. Let's use this time right now here on stream. Let's get that clip. If I do a little bit of shenanigans, I should be able to show you process on your boy doing that. Currently broadcasting. Yep, that's the one I want. Please go to the video that has been broadcast. Let's kill the music on my side so that past me can have his music. Donkulus. You still have to kind of aim with the burst. I unmute for Donkulus. The first thing I hear is donk. Great! Great, thanks me. Thanks, Twitch. Then, bold and underlined, nuclear explosions until the reaction subsides. So, where was it? It was early on. Rage, you know, that's a slightly easier to fit mod. Could have mentioned that one. I went off on one. Yeah. It was before the notepad, wasn't it? It was before the notepad. You didn't specifically say that you could do that. You forgot that, but you'll notice they lost about a third of their health. What do you know? It's almost as if the pillar is doing jack shit. I was, Now, that is a slight exaggeration. Let me just move me over. Jack shit. No. Let me just move me over. The pillar is spreading radiation. I just want to bring up that little. Oh, it's almost as if the pillar is doing jack shit. Okay. Now, that is a slight exaggeration. Okay. I didn't realise quite how disappointed I looked at the camera. I didn't realise quite how disappointed I looked. That's, yeah, that. Alright. Also exploding and spreading volatility themselves. But the thing is, if the pillar wasn't there, but the radiation was, they'd still explode and spread the volatility. Get them to spawn where I want them to be. Alright. So this is... Yeah, they're exploding. I didn't hit the pillar, so they're just exploding as a matter of course, and they lose about a third of their health. Yep, thank you again. The pillar and these guys. Redemonstration. You see the pillar is blinking much faster than before, and of course we get the pulses. That means a lot more damage. Oh, the blinking has already stopped, and yeah, they lost another third of their health. This is why I didn't mention the pillar in the video, because I don't want to say to people, hey, here's this interaction, use this interaction. It doesn't actually do that much difference. This is why I didn't waste the time in the video. Thank you. Right, can someone clip that? Yes, I'll clip that. You're very welcome, Ken. I'll clip that for you. Don't worry. Don't trust anyone else. Don't rely on hundreds of other people. I will clip it for you, Ken. And of course, that means a lot more damage. This is how you clip something when a streamer says, can you clip something? See where we want the start of it. Getting the beam in. So here we have... Yep, they're exploding. I didn't hit the pillar. Yep, we're on the right side of that. Okay, cool. Because I don't want to say to people, hey, here's this interaction. Use this interaction. It doesn't actually do welcome on in. Difference. Welcome on in. This is why I didn't waste the time in the video. Thank you. Right there. That's a good end. And that's a clip. That's a clip. This is why the 1+4 got skipped. Publish. Right then. Welcome on in, everyone. Welcome on in. Those of you who have just joined us here. Yes, I was watching my own stream. The stream that I'm streaming right now. It was very, very important to get that clip. And now I have that clip. Everyone can have that clip. Don't go spamming it in silly places. I'll be doing that myself. There we are. How's everyone? We're doing absolutely fine here, Clever. We are doing absolutely fine. Did you get any opportunity to catch the video that has gone live, perhaps? I don't know if you have. I mean, you've been streaming this entire time. Of course you haven't. That's fine. Now everyone can have a clip with that. True. Yeah, you can clipception if you really wanted to. You absolutely can. Yep. Today we have been testing out the Grimoire, and I think actually testing is completed this entire stream, all in one. Very, very easy to do. There's not a huge amount to it. Cool clip you found. Thanks, Cosmo. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. By the way, mods, you slacking? I think. Oh wait, no, never mind. I'm slacking. I didn't even notice it. Never mind. I take it back. Slancy, you're perfectly fine. I said nothing. I blinked and missed it. For those of you who aren't already following Clover, I know that the thing's already gone away off screen, but all the same, follow Clover. At least just be prepared. Clover is a wonderful, wonderful person. She also streams very differently to me. I think that is a fair assessment, is it not, Clover? You and I have very different environments on our streams. Both of us very happy to be here, but also very, very different. Queen of Cringe? Yeah. Basically, yeah. 100% on that there. Meanwhile, I just take a walking nuclear reactor, give it a buck, and shoot things. Which is fine. That said, Clover, real talk though, have you seen just how powerful Corvex's 4 is? Have you seen just how ridiculously strong his 4th ability is? No fashion? What are you talking about, no fashion? I specifically chose the 2 colours I used on him. I'll have you know. 2 colours! And a backpack! I fashioned. Right, anyway. That rant aside. Let's grab ourselves the most powerful of all weapons. It's not. But it is useful for what we need to do. How are the tome mods acquired? For the tome specific ones, it's Mirror Defense or the Market for Platinum. Right. Oh. Let's get rid of this cat. The cat might try and do something we don't want it to do. Let's... Worm. Worm doesn't screw around. That's fine. Don't want the kitty. Kitty be silly. So, you ready for this? Bombard, Xmas, 20 of them, level 195, Steel Path. This is about as strong a unit as anyone's reasonably going to face. Aside from boss units, this is strong, right? We can call that strong. Is there anyone who disagrees on how strong these are? Look at how slow I'm moving. They're strong. These guys mean business. And so do I. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Corvex. Level 195 Steel Path Xmas Bombard. Beep. Do it again? Sure. How's it work on heavy gunners? Not as effective, I don't believe. Let's grab ourselves some Arid heavy gunners. I don't think it's as effective because they are a slightly different unit. We'll just prime them with some good old radiation procs. Never mind, I take it back. It is effective enough. Yup. Yup, that worked. Alright then. How much range does Corvex want? Yes. That's how much range Corvex wants. Yes, range. Because the bigger the range, the bigger the boom. Man goes beam, enemies go boom. Beam and boom. Hence the thumbnail. Oh, yes indeed. Can we see build you have on him, if you don't mind? We don't even need you to do something fancy like looking at the stream overlay or whatnot. I have a whole video guide with build and explanation. I strongly recommend you check that out because also I go into what changes you can make to suit yourself. Because this is Warframe, it's not one size fits all. Everyone uses different things. So absolutely, if you haven't already, check out that video and Please don't be one of those people that goes, but Ken, you didn't mention this one thing. You totally forgot. I didn't forget. I put in the video everything you need to know. You're welcome. Can you spawn Juggernaut Behemoths? I don't know, I can, to be honest. Juggernaut. Nope, sorry. No bueno. No bueno on that one. For those of you wondering why the hell I was going off about YouTube comments specifically, watch this. Watch this. This is what people are complaining about in the YouTube comments. So if I put down a pillar, yeah, just got a radiation-y thingies happening here. I'm going to shoot these guys to the floor without hitting the pillar. Yep. So the floor are activated, and they go bang a bing ba bam ba bam ba bam boom. They lose a little bit of their health. And that's about it. Quite understandable. Now, if this pillar really does the amazing things people say about it, I'm going to put down a new one, just to keep the duration up. If these pillars really are that good, then we're going to see a huge difference, right? They're not going to lose just a little bit of their health. They're going to perish. Oh, look at that. Bing, bling, bling, bling. It's much faster. Wow, that must be so much more powerful. I am so glad I spent the time to... Oh, it's done? They're still alive? Ah. It's almost as if the pillar isn't that good at keeping up the explosion. It contributes. It's part of it. Oh, yes. But it doesn't turn it into that much better of an ability. The pillar is about spreading radiation procs where you presently are not. Now, you set up a pillar in one location, wabam! And then another location, wabam! And then over here, say there is an enemy there, and you got some enemies around this pillar and around that pillar. I beam one of them, that one explodes and it hits the ones over here, and they explode and they hit the ones over here. Chain reaction. Literal chain reaction. The pillars are not the savior of the ability. They're just another means of putting out radiation. I think we're clear on that. I think we're very, very clear on that. If y'all are still with me, you haven't had your minds blown by all of this, make sure you hit !ticket, type that into the chat for a chance to win the Platinum raffle we'll be doing shortly. Oh, yes, indeed. It's a Wi-Fi range extender? Yeah, absolutely. These pillars are sending out concentrated 5G particles. And then Corvex's fourth is the government activating the signal. That's what it is. Totes. Ah, dear. So yeah, gonna give y'all a moment to grab yourself a ticket if you've not already done so, especially those of you who've just raided on in here with Clover moments ago. Clover, even you can join in if you want to. Even you can join on in. That's a good bot. We have some good bots. Yes, yes. If the bot says too many tickets, it just means you already have one. You haven't played much Corvex yet, so you're learning something. Hey, left. You should absolutely be checking out my guide over on YouTube then. I've got you a full guide. It won't even take you that long to catch it all. Grab yourself all the details right there. Absolutely. Also, Corvex in D&D is redacted. Corvex in D&D certainly scared people. Corvex in D&D definitely scared people. For those of you who have no idea about what Ray means there, I am still working on a project in the background, which is to turn all Warframes into D&D monsters. That's Dungeons and Dragons monsters. I'm creating them at multiple tiers of play so that they can be dropped into basically any campaign. We're in the playtesting stage, fine-tuning, tweaking before I go into the final development of the document. And Corvex! One of the playtesters joked about facing a Corvex. I was like, yeah, sure, we'll make that happen. No, Corvex laid down one of his pillars, and in D&D, I've made those pillars a little bit more damaging. You do not want to be in those zones. Those zones the pillars put out in the D&D setup are, get out of here now. This is bad. It allows you to get out. But if you don't, if you think you are strong enough, you have hubris, oh, he'll do you in. And worse, worse still, Corvex went over to a player who had just about escaped the field grabbed them and dragged them back in to the field. It was only thanks to someone's ability to teleport them that they didn't perish right there and then. Bogrush can take it, Bogrush strong. Bogrush might be able to take it. Maybe. Would Bogrush like having his movement taken away though, Esprit? How does radiation work in D&D? I treat it as radiant damage. I suppose technically it should be force damage, but I go with radiant. Radiation, radiant, it just feels correct. And instead magnetic is force damage. But magnetic and radiation both should really be force damage. It's just then there's no radiant. Corvix D&D sounds like a horror villain? That's the thing. All the Warframes are horror villains. When you are fighting against the Warframes, you realise just how deadly they are. Just how terrifying. So far, we've playtested actually quite a number of the frames I've developed. We've had things like the Mag, we've had Eurali, we have had Sarin, Corvex, Wisp, Sevagoth. Sevagoth was an interesting one. We have had Titania, needed to buff her, so she's stronger now. Excalibur, Styanax, a whole bunch. How much reduced damage does Corvix take if you even manage to hit it? So Corvix has a pretty nasty AC and high hit points as well, yep. Hydroid. I have one Hydroid so far. I'm going to be making a second Hydroid because the Hydroid I made was pre-rework. So that is an Ocean Hydroid. And I'll make the reworked one into a new one, the Swamp Hydroid. Much more corrosive. What's the most terrifying to meet? If you go for an individual most terrifying to meet, individual could be Ash. Because I've gone back through and I hadn't really paid attention to just how terrifying Ash is. Because Ash can go invisible. Ash is very good at sneaking. But most importantly, Ash can just kind of cast his Blade Storm all across a group whilst invisible. No, I take it back. I take it back. Sorry, I've made a mistake. Ash is not the most dangerous one-on-one. Esprit is absolutely correct. If you've got multiple players, Ash is probably the most dangerous solo, but Esprit is absolutely right. Inaros. Inaros, in his current form, pre-rework, has the Devour ability. It locks you down, you cannot move, you cannot escape whilst being devoured. And so I've put that into the D&D version. It doesn't have the slow trickle drain of damage. No, he means real damage. And if he brings you to 0 hit points, which doesn't take long, if he brings you to 0 hit points before your allies come to save you, your soul is devoured. Have fun with that. Oh, yes. In a 1v1, it being slow would probably be worse. It's just long enough that you can realise you have failed miserably. Inaros is what the DM puts into a dungeon if the party love to split up. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll absolutely do it. Inaros bypasses death rolls? Yes. If you are brought to 0 hit points, you die, your soul is devoured. Do not pass go, do not collect an afterlife, only wish can bring you back. That's Inaros. Downside is, if there's multiple people, he's not going to have as much opportunity to devour because everyone else is going to be wailing on him. So he has to do other things. Note to Wolf Squad, don't split up the boys. Yes, they would do well to remember that. They would do well. And then you become an enemy for the others to fight. With that setup, I didn't have that happen. Necros can make shadows out of you, yeah, but not with the Inara setup. There were certain limitations necessary. Also, Limbo got buffed, yeah. Limbo was just badly designed by me. I fixed that. Not invulnerable during Devour? Correct, yes. That way there is a counter, because otherwise it would just be dead. That'd be horrible. Anyway, that's enough rambling about Warframe D&D, giving you another tantalising, brief look into that. I think it's about time we draw that Platinum Raffle draw. I've already said enough times about entering it, so if you've not already grabbed a ticket, tough. I'm just going to close the giveaway now. And so, now we get to see who the winner is. the winner today of the giveaway is indeed going to be Cafe Filter. Cafe Filter, congratulations, you are the winner today on the channel. I'll be contacting you shortly after the stream, confirm your details to get that platinum sent on over to you. Congratulations there, Cafe. I've realised there is probably an ad break for some people at the moment, so I'm just going to give a few seconds before we do the round out on that. 3, 2, 1. Everyone who had an advert should be back with us now. That is good. So, yep, Cafe Filter, congratulations, you won the platinum raffle, and to everyone else, thank you very much for joining me today on stream. I do hope you have enjoyed yourselves. We're going to be raiding on over to another part of the Warframe community. Yes, Ray, I do believe we have confirmed previously Cafe Filter is indeed a German name. Imagine having ads, they should subscribe. They should, yeah. Or if you don't want to give Twitch money, that's fine, I understand. You can subscribe to me on Patreon instead. !Patreon for a link to that, and get even more behind the scenes as well. Or just get a mug. Mugs are great. Anyway, let's see. Who can we raid today? Who can we raid? Something tells me we can't raid Clover. It's just a hunch. Just a hunch. But let's see. Who can we raid? That is the real question. Neo? We went to Neo last time. Can't keep doing that. Gotta split it up. Kadoma? Kadoma finishes about the same time I do. So we can't be doing that. Let's see. Not going to go there. I don't even know who that one is. I've never heard of this person. Let me just quickly check their stream. I've got their stream muted, so I'm just going to check their stream, see what they're doing. That's what I'm looking at still. Is that a pet cam? Right, we're going. We're going. They have a pet cam. This is important, chat. They have a pet cam. Yeah, this is happening. Raid is created. We're heading on over now. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining in today. I do hope you have enjoyed this dive into the Grimoire. Everyone, I want you to bring out your drones, because pets love playing with drones, right? They love looking at Roombas. Let's take the drones over there and be on your absolute best behaviour. It's been wonderful. I'll see you on the next one on Friday. Bye-bye.